Hey, it's the Bennington Show. Monday. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
I'm Ron Bennington. Quite the weekend. We had the big New York Marathon, the Fly, Eagles Fly. What else happened over the weekend? Another horrible mass shooting. It's just one thing after another. You got to just keep keeping up these days.
I don't know. I don't even know where to put that last one because it's too much.
Oh, the shooting?
Yeah.
Well, I saw the internet, and the internet believes no guns and more guns. So we need more good guys with guns, less bad guys with guns. And it's also too soon to politicize this. So we've got all those things happening. 844 Rock God. 844 Rock God. It's hard to believe. But next Tuesday is our big Thanksgiving show. Very, very exciting. I know that some people are coming into New York. My 1 hour at the New York Comedy Fest at the Stand sold out. So you cannot get tickets to that right now.
I will be there, right? I still have tickets.
Did you buy a ticket?
I thought maybe that I would be like,
seems like
plus one.
Something you should have brought up beforehand because they went quick, they went fast, a lot of tears. Most of them mine. But that's very, very exciting, and thank you to everybody who's coming. I'm going to try to thunk of some jokes this week.
I just like the idea. Jokes.
Yeah.
What's
I was thinking about this whole daylight savings time, right?
Okay.
I came up with daylight save us the hassle, Just leave it alone.
That's great.
Yeah.
You should open with that.
Well, I was going to close with it.
Oh.
Because I wanted to get a standing ovation. Daylight's more like gay rights, am I right, folks? I mean, with this...
Ow! That's more like an applause break joke.
It's about time for even more gay rights.
Chris, did your hair get rained on and then you decided not to?
That's called greasy sweat.
You have poodle hair right now.
It's the grease.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh. I got to find out what Luis J. Gomez is talking about. He tweeted this, and I find it pretty offensive. Ari Shaffir and Big J. Okerson are lazy Jews and didn't write for their roast battle, so they're pulling out. Sorry to everyone who bought Tix. Tix is shorthand in the biz for tickets.
Oh, okay, because I thought...
Biz is short for business.
I don't understand this world you guys are in. So.
And Danny DeVito is short for a person. Fuck, the comedy is just pouring out of me for Saturday. Why aren't I saving this? What else is in the news? What else we got out there that I could talk about on Saturday night? Oh, I'll tell you this. I was right on the rail as the first American since 1977 won the New York City Marathon. And it was very fucking exciting.
I bet. I wish that I was there to see it because it's really a crazy thing that it's been since 77. And now this
77.
This is an American, either man or woman. We haven't won since 77.
I'm going to be
right?
totally honest. I think this is the first white person. You was the weird thing. There was like about a couple miles to go, and she's in the top three. She's hanging right in the top three. And I swear to God, I scream out, "She looks so strong." And just at the time that I'm shrieking like that, her fucking kick comes in. And I mean, she just dusted him from that point on. And when she ran past my house, I just screamed, "Flanagan!" like that. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was so fucking stoked. Now, here's something interesting. And if you're a Giants fan, and why wouldn't you be? They're having a hell of a season. Tiki Barber was beat, the Barber in the Harbor, by Kevin Hart.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Kevin Hart is a better athlete than Tiki. Oh, I'm not Ronde Barber.
I can't believe that is true. First of all, just the height difference alone, you would
Not
think.
really. Tiki's not a big guy.
Really?
No. Yeah, Tiki's little.
I always assumed
I mean, he's
that
not
he was...
Kevin Hart little, but
Right.
he's like 5'7".
Wow, I never knew that about him.
Yeah. Running backs aren't very tall. You want a short, balanced speed.
But we're still talking about an athlete versus a comedian, and that alone is
I know that you don't watch the NBA All-Star Weekend celebrity game,
true.
but fucking Kevin Hart is pretty athletic. And he runs every day if you follow him on, I'm going to say Periscope, Instagram. I don't know which one it is. But he's always running. He's got his own shoe from Nike. And Tiki is also a fucking choke artist.
He's a scumbag. I mean,
He's hated by Giants fans.
The year after he left, got the Super Bowl win, and it's probably because
it was actually the year he left, right? It was right before that season. He's like, "What I want to do is morning television."
And then you guys felt like you shook a
abandoned.
jinx.
No, they were. New York went crazy because they felt abandoned because
Right.
they're like, "We don't have an awful team, and he's healthy, and he's just left." I don't fucking get it at all. I never understood Tiki Barber. By the way, Ronde Barber, his exact twin.
Mhm.
I think that's called exact twins when you look exactly the same. No one's ever said a bad word about that fucking guy in his life. Never. That guy is just a very sweet, good, hardworking dude.
He's the
who
good twin.
I believe could beat Kevin Hart like there's no tomorrow. Now, I thought I'd see Kevin Hart running past my house. Never saw him, even though I was tracking on the app.
He's like Rudy the Rabbit. He was probably just going.
I don't know. I thought he would have been pretty easy to spot in this crowd because this thing, like, if you look at it, the front pack is always, I can't remember, Kenyans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just black Kenyans, like 10 of them. One of them is going to win. And then a million fucking white people.
Right.
I never just see a lot of people of color anywhere else. As a matter of fact, I was surprised to hear this because Sherrod Small told me over the weekend that he ran that N twice. He claims that he has done it twice. I'll tell you because I like I said, it goes right past my place. I see a lot of people who look like they didn't even practice. Like I see some people that look like natural runners, and I just see a lot of old ladies taking small steps, fat dudes, people in fucking costumes. I'm like, that's a fucking long way to go.
Yeah, that's really intense.
Because for the regular people, it's anywhere from 5 to 7 hours.
I think that if you're running a 5K, you need to practice. Like, I wouldn't do that without building myself up to that.
I see a lot of people who don't look like they practice, and a lot of people who want to slap every hand down the fucking street, too. They just run along slapping hands. I'm like, that's got to hurt after a while. Paul, New Jersey.
Hey, buddies. Before I get to my point, I don't know if you guys ever saw, but we want to check it out, where Tiki calls a woman the C word on TV. That's a fun watch. But
Sure.
in reference to the whole gun thing, I don't understand why. I mean, I know we have both sides, and we always argue every time this happens. We can't even just agree on universal background checks. Like, we can't even just start there.
It's cutting into our freedoms. We've got to free up our freedoms.
Shot.
Yeah, but we got to free up our freedoms. But the way, this was a very small town that this took place in, and something like 4% of the town was shot that day.
Yeah,
4%.
you're looking at that.
Well, at least there's that.
You know that every single person in that town has some relationship to one person who was a victim of that. Like, I mean, it's crazy how small that town is.
There's more people in Chris's building than are in that town. This is if Chris started some of his shit again. Andrew in New Jersey, 844
Hey, Ronnie,
Rock.
I did the race yesterday. I was looking for you because I know you live near the park. But
Yeah.
Tiki lives around the block from me, and when he runs, he usually runs pushing a baby carriage. So maybe yesterday he didn't have the baby carriage, just slowed him down.
Well, here's the thing. That's not even his baby. And there's been a lot of complaints about that. You just can't go pushing other people's baby down the street, Tiki. Wait, I got a fucking joke. Maybe I'll even use this Saturday night.
Okay.
Tiki Barber, more like Tiki Bar.
Okay.
You know,
Like just
the
a
way
bar?
he runs.
Okay.
Tiki. Oh, I know his brother, Tiki Torch. He's with the alt-right. I don't know if I like that. I mean, that's not...
It's pretty good because it's topical. You want to keep it current.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Welcome to the stand. It's weird you're all sitting. I'm going to do a lot of one-liners. Let's see. There's that building in San Francisco that's sinking. I saw that on 60 Minutes last night. I'm going to have some good stuff, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking to the Joint. His name is the Joint from Tampa. Cool. The Joint, what's up?
Hey, yeah, Ron. I was wondering about your 1 hour special that's going to be filmed. Is it going to be on Netflix? How are we going to be able to watch that? We're not going to be able to attend.
I don't understand how it got turned into a special that's going to be filmed.
What about some audio? Do we got audio or?
You just have to go to the stand, like for most live performances. Like they call it a special because people do that every special once in a while.
Don't worry. Pepper will bootleg it.
What I might do is just have Pepper memorize it and come in.
That would be great.
And say it. Chris Stanley's got a big night on Tuesday. He can't even focus on this set because, let's face it, Tuesday, since you moved off of bookings and on to big events, this is your, Thanksgiving. This is basically your Thanksgiving Day parade.
Literal Thanksgiving.
Yeah. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling focused, and I'm feeling organized.
You look crazy.
I think it's just the hair.
The hair doesn't help.
I would shave your head.
I can't shave my head.
This way you'll be able to focus more because that won't be in your face.
No.
But this is your baby, Chris.
Yes, this is a baby that I want to live and have a great life.
Oh, my God. You just brought up stillborns. Who would even fucking think of that?
Okay, Chris.
No one ever fucking says that, Chris, and then you do. Vito, is it too late for you to take over Thanksgiving?
I can raise the baby.
Oh my God!
Why did you jump in?
Crazy.
See, nobody's going to be able to tell the difference if we handed something off to Vito.
The only way I can tell the difference between Vito and Chris is Vito's not going to hell. His soul is not dead. I saw Vito the other night, and he was walking down the street to come say hi to me because he was at a bar down the street, and he just looked like a little kid. And I'm like, I can't believe how big that little kid is.
Would you say that Vito is the Ronde to Chris's Tiki?
That's a really great thing. If they come out in blackface with a song, and they're just doing Barber, Ann as a fun tribute. I was reading the newspaper of record, the Hoboken Hobo, the other day. I got it delivered. Well, I get it delivered 3 blocks from my house, so I just go over. But there was a big article in there about Mr. Hardrock Johnny and the amount of weight that Johnny has lost. Take a guess, Chris.
I'm going to say 80 pounds.
80 pounds would be enormous, you maniac. Vito, what do you think?
57.
Yeah.
57.
I was going to say about 60 pounds.
Hardrock Johnny has lost 184 pounds.
Holy shit!
Most of it, according to this article, flipping truck tires.
Strong.
Oh my God.
Can't believe it. We got Johnny on right now. Johnny!
Yeah, Johnny!
Yeah.
Woo! Now we both go!
Yeah.
The worst part of losing 182 pounds was you were that fat that you actually had to lose 182 pounds.
Why? Don't put yourself down.
Well, it's okay.
That article, Johnny, this is the funniest part of the article. So they get around to what was Johnny's low point. What made him think that he was going to do it? Johnny claimed that a drunk came in off the street, passed out, and they all wrote all over his face and everything,
True
right?
story.
And someone took a picture, and when Johnny looked at the picture to laugh, all he saw was how big he was in the background. But I'm like, you're talking about an assault that is taking place.
You're like, I didn't even get to enjoy.
This is like
assaulting
fucking. If
someone.
this would be like Harvey Weinstein, and he was like, I was mounting over a passed out fucking Gwyneth Paltrow.
It was,
And then I saw myself in the mirror, and I was
telling you.
disgusted.
True story. It was at the NFL draft. It was like a guy just came in, was so wasted. He passed out in a seat in the balconies at Radio City, and people were drawing on his face and taking pictures with him. And that was it. The
Johnny,
moment of clarity,
they
as
printed
you might
this?
say.
Johnny, do you have that picture?
No. I have pictures of me being that fat, though.
You should keep that picture, okay, on your Frigidaire. Frigidaire, that fucker. Johnny, they're talking about blowing up the Giants. They're talking about benching the Iron Man, Eli Manning.
That won't happen.
It's hard to believe, is it not?
It is impossibly hard to believe. They will not have Eli not start a game. He's too far into the streak of starting every game. He may get some, like yesterday we got to see Geno Smith. That was awesome. So I don't think they'll ever not have him start a game, but they should just fire Ben McAdoo today and Jerry Reese tomorrow and just call it a day.
Why can't they do them both in the same day?
All right, they do them both today. I don't care.
Here's something exciting. They're playing the 49ers next week.
Great, they're going to lose.
That'll be great for 49ers fans. The 49ers actually handed out stuff to their season ticket holders, right? That said on it, how important is winning to you for the overall experience? And they found out that winning isn't a top priority for 49ers fans as far as why we're coming to the game, being together, good food, a good day. It's interesting.
It's shocking because that should be the only thing that matters.
Very weird.
Is the team winning?
Most of the people in 49ers fans, their number one thing that they want to see. Gail, can you guess?
The number one thing they want to see, I can't, just like a touchdown, like a good touchdown.
Vito.
Defense?
I'm going to guess fucking chicken fingers since they don't want to win.
The number one thing that they want to see is players kneeling, as they said, on the flag.
That's what they want to see?
That's what they want to see if you're a 49ers fan. I know it's too soon to talk about a loss, so I'm not going to do it. But Soder is a 49ers fan, and he bragged that within 2 or 3 years, they're going to find themselves deep in the playoffs. That's how he feels about the way this team's coming back together. Where you see the Giants fans want to kill themselves with their bad season.
Yes, I do. I don't care about anything but them winning.
Johnny, what's with you in the truck tire? Why are you in the Hoboken hobo? Flip it. Do you want us to get a Kickstarter? Get you a little weight set?
No, there's plenty of weights at the gym. I just enjoy a nice outdoor workout with sledgehammers and truck tires and all kinds of fun stuff.
He's hardcore. Now, do you do this on your own or you have a trainer?
Oh, all on my own.
Okay. Because if you had a trainer, I'd say you were in a cult. So
yeah, no, I don't do classes like CrossFit, none of that kind of stuff. I just do my own stuff.
182 pounds. Can you believe it?
So impressive. It's
going
amazing.
on 6 years, right? Since the end of this month, it'll be 6 years from my surgery. So I'm
wow,
fighting it off every day.
Every day you're living the good fucking fight. That's fantastic. You and Eli Manning, the 2 Iron Men of the Giants. Johnny, what would you do about this gun thing? What do you say? More guns?
Less guns.
Really? So
more regulation.
Wow, I had no idea. So you would take the guns out of the hands of the good. I always say this.
I didn't say that.
If you outlaw guns, then only outlaws will have guns, plus the cops and the military. And
Not good.
A lot of people want to stock up on guns because they don't like the cops and the military.
Yeah,
and yet they support every cop who shoots somebody. It's very you can't figure out where America's noggin is.
That's too hard to rationalize when they start to say this thing like we are allowed to have guns because what if our government goes up against us?
What if a black man becomes president?
And then, but then these are the same people who go like support the troops and support the cops and
support the people who are later going to
rise up against
to shoot when they start to take your guns and military.
Second Amendment.
I also don't really understand when they say now is not the time to politicize this. What is the nice time frame? Because we have too many shootings too close together.
That's the problem. We're never in a time where it's all cooled off and we could have cooler heads. And Chelsea Handler and that other guy from Big Bang Theory who also was in the other Star Trek, Wil Wheaton. Wil Wheaton. Everyone's fucking mad at him. Everyone's always mad at someone on the internet. Someone on the internet has done something so awful that the rest of the internet wants to tear their fucking ribs out.
Now, what did Wil Wheaton do?
Wil Wheaton said, because I think some politician, maybe it was Paul Ryan, said our thoughts and prayers. And then Wil Wheaton said they were in a church, so the thoughts and prayers don't work. You got to do, something like that. And it just made people furious. They're like, how dare you blame God on this? How dare you politicize things? Wil Wheaton, I don't know what Star Trek that he was in. Are you one of you guys is a Star Trek guy?
Star Trek The Next Generation.
You were a big fan of that?
Loved it. I thought it was better than the original Star Trek.
Which one was The Next Generation?
Next Generation
Who was the captain?
That was Patrick Stewart was the captain.
I don't really understand how Wil Wheaton can act like he's against this when he did pull a gun on Eyeball Chambers. Explain that to me.
Well, that dime store punk had it fucking coming.
He said, suck my fat one. Wil Wheaton said, suck my fat one.
You dime store punk. So that was and a lot of people brought that up to him. That was a day that a good guy with a gun stopped some other kids from getting punched. And the guy that what was the man's name?
Eyeball Chambers.
Here's the thing about Eyeball Chambers. He later went on to be a lost boy. So who fucking knows how bad that could have been? They could have all been vampires themselves right now. Just like that kid from Ted. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, Johnny, is you lost the weight. You know how I want to celebrate? Pie eating contest.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
How did they find you to do this interview with you? How did that work out, Johnny? You got a publicist? Did Johnny
I do not have a publicist. It was the girl who wrote the article actually works out at the gym I go to.
Oh, I thought you didn't go to a gym. I thought you just worked outside.
No. I mean, I go to a gym, but they allow some outside activity.
All right. Well, you're the best, Johnny. I'm very, very proud of you. 182 pounds.
That's so impressive.
Do you know what his highest weight was? 210. So he's now.
You're so tiny, Johnny.
Yeah, he is very healthy right now.
-0.
Very healthy. He is as healthy as a baby. All right, Johnny. Tuesday night, buddy.
Oh, so excited.
Yeah. We got to have a meeting, too, about what we're going to do. We got to fill time.
Let's have a meet and greet.
Figure out the gobos.
All right. Peace, Johnny.
Later.
Going to a gobo, everybody. Rose from Titanic.
Hi.
Rose, how are you doing, darling?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Kudos to the guy that's been able to keep the weight off. It's not easy to do. I've known lots of people who've had the surgery, and, within a couple of years, they're right back up to it.
I never knew that was possible until I had a friend who had the surgery done.
Yeah.
And he milkshaked his way back to being big again.
I was going to say you would have to
it's
pop
tough.
a staple,
it's really
right?
tough. Keeping that weight off is really, really tough.
The belly regrows. On Broadway does an entire play about it. You saw
Yes.
You see what happens.
Stuffed.
Yeah. Stuffed is the name of it.
I was raised around deer rifles. My dad was a gunsmith. He taught us about guns. We target shot all the time. He taught us about gun safety. He taught us, and he was an ex-Marine. Okay, so I appreciate the gunsmithing. I understand the marksmanship thing. I understand all that. I don't get the semi-automatic weapons. What is that about? Who shoots game with automatic weapons? That's for shooting people.
Yes.
When they came up with this whole gun rights thing, they were using muskets, for Pete's sake. They weren't using these. And I'm sure that the founding fathers are spinning in their graves when they see what the fuck have they done with this idea that we had that had nothing to do with what you guys are doing now.
Spinning in their graves.
It doesn't make any sense. It's schizophrenic, and people have gotten way off the beam about it. Unless you're living out in the middle of nowhere and you need to defend your encampment, I guess, against I don't know what. I don't see the United States Army going in and taking over these encampments. Or maybe they feel like they are. I really don't get it. Really don't get it. I like guns. I like to do target shooting. I've done a little bit of shooting myself, a little bit of dove hunting, but I eat what I shoot. My family ate what they shot. You don't eat people. Why are you wiping out communities with automatic weapons?
Would you have done that if you shot a person? Would you still eat what you shot?
I might. It depends. They were young enough, and they were,
So you're a gun person, and you would ban automatic weapons.
In a place where there was nothing else to eat, maybe I might do that.
Yeah.
But to shoot, this is like sport. This is like blood sport. I mean, the guy that shot up Las Vegas, I know people that live in my town who were there, and they're still going through PTSD just because they were there, and they couldn't get out, and they didn't see any end to it, and it was just all over the place. And I'm glad that you guys are on the radio and talking about lots of other things besides these horrible things that are happening now. People have gotten so negative, and even in my little town paper around here, the discourse is so mean and bad.
We all hate each other.
It's like, God, you guys got to stop watching the news. But every time you turn the news on, even if it's just the evening news, it's like, bullshit. Who else is going to get shot? Am I going to get shot up in my town? I don't want to think about that crap. I've got enough to think about,
I think everybody could be in in this situation at one time or another. There's it just happens every once in a while, but America's okay with it. What's the name of this town?
I can't remember off the top of my head the name of the town.
It'll be forgotten, just like, really, most of these things are in the back of our mind not too long after they happen. We just go on. But I do feel like, I do feel like America, I'm pretty sure there's no middle to America. People talk about it, but both the Republicans, it's the far right that's taking over. And I think the Democrats, it's going to be the far left. We're seeing that now with the Bernie bros who are all freaking out. So I don't see... well, Trump said this today. Japan should buy more missiles. I think when the government is as fucking locked and loaded as our government is, it's pretty much... Why would people be any different? 26 dead, 20 wounded in that town, and they're now saying he was a nut and a loner and a loser. I saw some of the things today. This guy was a real loser.
I don't know if that's the best description.
He's a nut.
I mean, he's a dork, this guy. He's coming off like a real nerd.
Former Air Force couldn't cut it there. They said court-martialed, accused of assaulting a spouse and child. He's a real fucking douche, this dude. Seriously. 100% dickweed. More beard than mustache always weirds me out. I just don't understand people that can grow a thicker beard than a mustache.
Yeah, particularly right there at the perimeter. You know what I mean? Where
almost a neck beard?
Yeah, almost a neck beard.
That's Stanley.
Yeah, you are like that.
I saw this guy's picture of him with the beard, and I was like, that's my exact facial hair. That's,
You know
I've
why?
looked like that.
You're a loser.
I'm a loner. Fucking weirdo.
You're a loner loser. Can't even find an American girlfriend. You got to go outside the states. Hey Matt, what's up, buddy?
Hey guys, after Newtown with the children all getting shot, nothing changed from that.
No.
So why would anything change now? Like, if nothing changes from a whole school worth of kids getting killed, then nothing's changing. Then there is no change.
Yep.
No, there's not going to be any change.
No.
It's just something that happens. Just like any kind of, I think this should be put down almost as a natural, what do they call those? Like when
a natural disaster.
Thank you. It's a natural disaster.
Like if you live somewhere and you're like, oh, this place gets hurricanes or this place gets tornadoes. Hopefully it won't happen to me. But this is just something that happens. That's how we treat it.
This giant building is going down in the mud and is pointed at 14 inches. Did everybody watch 60 Minutes last night?
I did not see it.
I didn't see it, but I heard about
What are you doing that hour? I mean, it's 7 o'clock. Why can't you have it on? What are you watching? The pregame to the fucking
I did actually have that on
Sunday
last
night game? I couldn't watch that Sunday night game.
Oh, it was terrible. Why was that scheduled?
I'll tell you this. When Gamby got shot right in his own school, and we don't even know who did it, just a person in an Indian mask that looked like they were crying, we're not going to do anything about anything else. It's not going to happen. Neil Gamby's been shot, ladies and gentlemen. Last night was the next to last of them all, of vice principals. This was the first one I hadn't seen this season.
So this is like this one and the next one are new to you, right?
Yeah, new to even me, even a world-class interviewer like myself. Hey, did you get an email back about? Remember the Vito? You sent out that email.
Not yet. I usually don't get emails back over the weekend. Should get one today.
It's very odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find that to be peculiar. Sometimes I wonder how Vito's going to die. I see one of the. Can I just make a prediction and everybody will remember this?
Okay.
I see him falling out the back of a train.
Oh my God! Really?
A subway or like an Amtrak?
Yeah.
I felt like murder-suicide for Vito. Like, he'll get so crazy. And
I had that for you, dude.
Oh.
You guys are too similar. I see you and your girlfriend in a murder-suicide.
Yeah.
But here's the twist.
Yeah.
She murders you, then commits suicide.
Oh.
Wow.
Or is that even her body? Perhaps it's just a perfect crime. Maybe she's killed a drifter and left that body behind. Because the cops would be like this. I guess his girlfriend had a dick. All right, I'm going to tell you guys this story. I'm hanging out on 3rd Avenue, standing in front of the stand, prepping for my big 1-hour special that's coming soon to... Are you going to record this? No. All right. So there's a guy, 2 guys coming down. The front guy, big as Vito, right?
All right.
But he's got on a neon cap.
Okay.
And he's on a child's scooter. I think they were called Razors a couple years ago.
Razor scooters.
But not even the size that a teen boy would have. Even smaller, like it was little kids.
A child's.
And
size,
he's got another guy behind him. And they're like yelling back and forth, hurry him up here. And then he goes, ass over fucking head of the scooter. He's got all of his, like, bag full of stuff. That breaks, and he's just laying there suffering. So his friend comes up, also dressed fucking crazy. Are you okay? Are you okay? Like this. So then the friend's going like this. No, they're not. No, they're not. He comes over to me. He thinks you were laughing at him. He thinks that you were laughing that he fell down and he broke all his stuff. And I go like this, dude, take this fucking gimmick uptown. This fucking bit has whiskers. Neither one of you is fucking special needs. You're doing the bit where it's the last of my money, that's my food, and you're trying to get money from the fucking rubes. I go up fucking town with it. Uptown with what? You're a gimmick. There's nothing about... These are two fucking grown adults doing an impression of special needs people that maybe people would do in the 70s. You just don't see this kind of voice. I find myself, instead of just like enjoying two guys fucking hustling, really annoyed that you're fucking pulling this gimmick off on 19th Street, right? And not the fucking Deuce.
Right.
And two, being so bad at it. I now know that I would hate being on a show like Punk'd, Candid, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't find that shit fucking funny. I felt offended, like you fucking playing to me. Like I'm going to do this.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I would, that's the kind of thing that, again, you expect to see somebody targeting, you know, tourists or anything like that. You see that kind of stuff on the
tourists are everywhere.
Or but even like, even if you are on the train, you assume you're going to get some out-of-towners on the train, you're going to get some locals on the train. But down there...
Dude, there was a guy in my neighborhood, this was a few years ago, a black dude, and he comes walking up to me with this wire, and he's like, my car is broke down, I got to get back to Jersey. Could you lend me $20 just so I can get on it? And I go like this. Fucking read. This is an old fucking bit.
Yeah.
I go, your bit is old.
Yeah.
It's not even fucking new. Let's walk over to your car right now. Let me take a look at the engine. I don't know why these fucking people, they can't come up with some... Look, go on the Instagram and say that you got to try to get a prints out of a place, and then I get $1.2 million for it.
I had a heated argument with a woman who was asking for money. This is many years ago, like I was just out of college, and I was living in Brooklyn. And I had a heated argument with a woman who was just like, it's my birthday today. I'm trying to get a bus ride home to Jersey to see my family, like whatever. I had seen her around the neighborhood a lot. And I was like, I'm going to give you $1. I'm going to give you $1. But it's your birthday today? And she's like, yeah. I said, what's the date? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And I was like,
that's the downside of that. Is like these people, if they're crazy enough to do this shit, they could also end up being crazy.
I know.
That's the fucking problem. You could see it in these guys.
Yeah.
And they came into the club and they were getting fucking napkins and trying to tell people what happened. And I'm just like...
Did anyone give them money?
No, not that I saw, but I had to get on a fucking stage. But the thing that what you just said is why people can't fucking just sit around and enjoy it, because they're not skilled people pulling this off.
Right, exactly.
These are fucking assholes who heard of this bit and now are doing it. Yeah, we'll have a new fucking mayor come Tuesday. De Blasio will be out of here. Out of here. We're going to have this nice woman who's going to end corruption. I forget her name. Or, who's the bad lieutenant?
Bo Dietl.
Bo
Dietl, have you heard?
Bo Dietl, I can't even believe is real. He's like a cartoon character.
He's the best.
He's so fascinating. But yeah, if you read the Post or see any of those headlines, we never had homelessness until our current mayor.
No squeegee men.
You know what's really weird is like homelessness is everywhere now. It used to be just in the major cities, but now you can go pretty deep in the suburbs. Oh, I guess it's thanks to Oxycontin.
That does help.
I'll tell you this, makes the old back feel better.
So loose.
Yeah. Finally get fucking high and don't have to have my back hurt.
I mean, everything else is kind of fucked up with my life, but the joints.
Billy in Kansas.
Ooh, an Airstream.
Yeah, you just saw an Airstream.
Oh, it's Adam, not Billy, but thank you very much.
I'm sorry, we're just slammed with calls.
I absolutely understand. I just wanted to offer a little correction. The woman who called said she wanted to ban automatic weapons, and automatic weapons have essentially been banned since the National Firearms Act of 1934. In addition, changes to the law in 86 made the guns extremely expensive and a lengthy process with clearance to the FBI to own them. So what they're really talking about is a semi-automatic firearm. One pull of the trigger fires a single bullet, and banning those means you're banning almost every firearm that exists today.
All right,
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is that can't be done. So what could we do to stop something like this happening again?
You know, if there were a way to remove all firearms from everybody, even that wouldn't stop them because people make their own thing. So how to stop human beings from being violent against one another, which they have since the dawn of recorded time, I have no answer for.
So what we do is just what we're kind of doing. We just accept it, right?
I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, we are in a situation where people are doing these horrendous acts. But if you look at the trends over the last 20 years, violent crime is actually down, as are murders.
Well, yeah, that is definitely true. But the mass shootings is the thing that we're talking about. I think people, most cities are much safer than they ever were before. But here you take a state like Texas, which has had cowboys and outlaws and all that kind of shit, and this is the biggest fucking shooting ever in the history of it. But I'm going to agree with him. I think it's just something that is accepted. Rand Paul, by the way, was tackled and attacked by his neighbor, and he got 5 broken ribs. And I just wish there was a good tackler there to stop the bad tackler.
Yeah.
Or a good pulling guard, which you could have been, Vito. You just wouldn't stick with it.
That's true. You couldn't remember all the plays.
I couldn't remember the plays on offense. I was a defense guy.
Dude, first of all, on offense, all you got to do is pay attention whether it's pass or run. And if it's run, what fucking hole it's going into. It's not that difficult. You don't have to pay attention to most of the play that's being called, just your part of it.
Yeah, that was my big problem. Like, I couldn't remember the difference between Ram 227 blast and like Lion 315 whatever. Like, I would ask the quarterback every play, do you know what I do here?
Oh, that poor quarterback.
I don't know. I think they could have just told him. I think you looked up and said, Vito, this is yours. Vito, the right side of you. Vito, the left side of you. Vito, pass block. It seems like if you have a guy like this who has got all-pro potential, you make a little move for him.
Yeah, just remembering one more person's position in the play.
That's it. And Vito, this is what you do. What's it take? An extra second. Instead, they made him feel like a loser, like a lone gunman idiot.
A weirdo. Neckbeard.
I have a full beard at this very moment.
He does.
You have a neck
He
beard.
grows a beard like an adult, kind of. He has like an adult man's facial hair.
I didn't ask for these jeans, the patchy fucking hair
Why don't you
pores.
take one of these things they call a razor and rub it over your face, and then you don't have to worry about it. Most people who have a patchy beard go like this. Oh, I'm not the type that I should shave every day.
I look weird without any facial hair on.
That's just not true.
I need a 5 o'clock shadow.
That's not true.
That's not a 5 o'clock shadow.
It's a little thicker than a 5 o'clock
Forget
shadow.
that. It's just fucking shitty look. You can't grow a beard look.
It's like a teen beard. It's like a teen beard.
When has anyone ever said he looks odd when he shaves?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. I think you look nice when you shave.
I don't like it. I look very young. It's off-putting.
Well, a guy your age should want to look younger. Rich, Ohio.
Hey, how you doing?
Cool, man.
Hey, my thoughts on automatic weapons are if someone's going to go shoot a bunch of people in a building somewhere, they're not really going to care whether or not the weapon they got is a legal weapon. It's not going to be their biggest worry.
All right. So,
and my other thought is if even if they banned them and it was illegal for anybody to have an AR-15, you would still be able to get them. Banning something, making it illegal doesn't seem to stop people from obtaining it.
Well, what if we went after the people who sell these weapons? Like in Chicago, these young kids who buy weapons, they're getting them from somewhere. What if we just said there's no way you're going to be able to get weapons in Chicago? Somebody who's selling weapons to kids gets the same kind of life sentence as if they were the one pulling the trigger.
Right. Because they're
Why doesn't that ever come up?
Because they're assisting murder by
Yes.
illegally selling guns to people.
Why can't we stop those people who just sell guns to whoever?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be driving them in because these kids don't even leave the south side of Chicago. Someone's driving those guns in. How are we not getting those people? And what are their what do they fucking pay for when they do something like this? Hey, Kalen in Georgia. Kalen.
Hey, how you doing there, Ron?
Yeah.
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
You know, I was talking about I was thinking about if they would actually educate people and give it to the right people in order to be able to arm them whenever situations like this come about, I don't think there'd be a huge mass shooting. I think they would take the person out immediately. Don't you think?
Well, let's take in this case. It's a church, right? So, would you have like a rack of guns in there? So if something came up at church, everybody could run over and grab a weapon?
No, I would just have only a few people that would actually be able to carry. That also is part of the church, like like the deacons and stuff like that.
Oh, nobody else would be able to carry in that town, except for like the deacon. Then you go over to the supermarket. You probably have the manager and a couple people would have guns.
Right.
So at any job, you're going to have at least one trained armed person
or more.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Dude, I would be open to doing, like in a mall. Does each store have a trained person, or do you just have somebody in the mall?
And like, what if you work at a kiosk? Like, do you get one, or you have to actually be one store with 3 walls?
I would say this: if you want a gun, you're gonna have to have walls.
I think it would be more like security would have it. Actually.
Okay, mall security would have it. And then the movie theater, you're going to have somebody alone in there, though, right? Because they come in shooting quick in a movie theater.
Yeah, I think that's necessary because you were having that guy who thought he was the Joker. That was crazy.
Yeah, that fucker.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget him.
I'll never forget that bastard.
What about in a school setting? Who are going to be the trained gunmen who work?
Hall monitors?
Hall monitors. They're going to be the...
Yeah, I think they're the security, aren't they, the hall monitors?
I didn't have security in my school.
Oh, well, I did. Where I'm from, New Jersey, they had it.
Yeah. All right, Kalen, I appreciate it, buddy.
Well, thank you, sir. All right, take
Peace.
Peace.
John, what's up?
How y'all doing today?
Cool.
Can we call Vito Blindside?
I'd rather call him Deaf Side because he never can hear what play is called. And has no idea what to do with it. Mike, New York.
Yeah, we keep talking about these gun control issues. Gun control is a fallacy, man.
Yes, it is.
Whether it's illegal or not, someone's going to get them.
Now,
I keep going back to drug control. As far as I know, marijuana, cocaine, crack, heroin, it's all illegal. It's illegal to buy it. It's illegal to sell it. It's still there.
So you don't believe in the war on drugs? You feel like that's just been a waste of time?
No. I believe in it. I just think we're putting a lot of emphasis on trying to ban guns, and that's going to solve our issue, and it's not going to solve it.
Right, but I think any issue, we're always going to have a certain amount of crime, but we always want to lessen that crime, right?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think pushing the ban is just, we're fighting the wrong thing. We have to fight and find out what's going on with the people.
Well, the people are fucked up. We got a lot of fucked up people.
I can do just as much damage without a gun.
Yeah, we saw that the other day in New York City. A guy rented a truck and ran down a bike path, hitting people.
But I mean, And that's horrible. But again, you cannot do as much damage with that as you could the way what happened in Vegas. I mean,
I think I could take a truck, run through Times Square, take out a lot of people. I mean, I'm not going to do it. But I think I could. I believe in myself. I have more self-belief than a lot of people do.
In your own driving skills.
Yeah. I don't even think it takes skills. I think it's a lack of skills. But I mean, would you see how many people that you could find in Times Square at any given time? And that's what they did in somewhere, I think, in France, where they just rented a tractor trailer. I think that if you go around banning guns, people are going to find other ways to kill people. Look, they killed people with box cutters on 9/11. I think they broke up a thing in the summer. They were trying to get a hold of a submarine and just go running right down the Jersey Shore with it, ramming people. Fuckers. Fuck nuts. That's what I call them. I'm looking at the pictures right now on CNN with the people with the candles and the little cups around it. We're kind of used to seeing those shots now. Hey, Jay, in Jersey. Jay, what's up?
Hey, Ronnie. I think more effective than trying to outlaw guns would be fighting the battle of trafficking of weapons. I mean, it's twofold. It's one, within the country, you have different state laws about how often and how many and whether a person can buy at gun shows or not. And there's something called an FFL, a federal firearms license, okay? Now, at these gun shows, for example, in Georgia, a person could just walk in, buy a gun without having to buy it through an FFL, a federal firearms licensed person, which is what every gun store has. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is stop that. Okay, we have to have an alignment of states when it comes to how guns can be sold. Okay, I know the NRA doesn't want to hear it, but that's the truth. The other thing is, it's going to be impossible to stop guns from coming into the country because you have things such as illegally made guns that are knockoffs of regular weapons from countries coming out of the jungles of Indonesia or the Philippines. I forget where these guys literally sit in huts making guns. Okay, and then they traffic them into the United States, and that refers to what you're talking about with the drug dealers in Chicago and all the murders. A lot of these guns that come in aren't even traceable because they don't even have serial numbers that are listed in the federal firearms their listing system, whatever they call it. So if you want to get a hold on all this, try watching a program. There was a documentary about this on the Vice channel about 8 months ago, maybe 9 months ago, regarding the trafficking of firearms. And then you'll get an understanding of really how bad the problem is and why we should be focusing on the trafficking first and not eliminating guns.
I do want to see that. Thanks for that. Vice did it, and you said about 8 months ago.
8-9 months ago. It's purely about the trafficking of weapons through our country and in and out of our country.
All right, thank you so much, my friend. Peace. Rich in Michigan. Rich.
Hey, Ronnie, how are you?
So good.
Good. Not to change the subject, but I was wondering where the Benningtons all get together on Thanksgiving. Do they get together at your house or your parents, or where does everybody go?
We all go to my parents. This is basically the only holiday in the history of my family that they pretty much want you to show up for.
Yes,
We're pretty good that way.
It is our very specific holy day of obligation, as you would say.
Yeah.
In the Catholic Church, that's the one that you can't skip for sure.
Right.
And it's a good time.
Yeah, it's funny because that place to me is that constant that you have, that you can go to a place and go, this is what it looked like when I was a kid, and it still looks like that now. And here we are, and all the changes. Like that place, more than any other place in my life, is that kind of marker where kind of time seems to be on a different level. Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's been a standstill even since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And now it's back when the earth was cooling. Saturday, premise.
That's good. That's good.
Arts and farts and crafts.
Jesus Christ was my fucking camp counselor.
That's a pretty good impression. Vito, where do you go on Thanksgiving?
We used to go to my aunt's house, but now I think this year we're spending it with like a friend who's like mom is flying in and his brother is flying in, so we're just going to do a little Thanksgiving like that.
You guys don't go to the parade?
No, we did it one time and it was freezing cold and you couldn't see anything, but we watch it every year. Like that's me and my mom's favorite morning Thanksgiving thing.
Aw.
It's not just you.
You guys invented that.
made this up.
So cute.
You know, we actually believe Christmas starts when Santa comes out at the end of the parade.
That's what you guys came up with.
That's
that?
our thing.
Now, do you watch NBC or CBS, though?
NBC, I don't know anybody who watches the CBS version.
Obviously, people do.
I've never heard of that.
Obviously, people watch both. I don't like NBC focuses too much on the dance thing outside of Macy's.
Yeah.
I'd rather see a parade go by.
I like when they're like coming up, Garfield strolls down.
That's exciting.
Definitely want to stick around for that one.
This is Garfield's 30th year.
Mom, get in here.
It's gonna be Garfield.
And then remember when I was a kid too, used to say that the Philly parade was better than the Macy's parade.
The Gimbals parade.
Just to have me and my brother go, no, this one's obviously better. And he just kept trying to switch over to the Gimbals parade.
I don't even know what it is now. The Gimbals even gone. I don't know what it's fucking Boscov's or something. But it's like a 60-yard parade that they do in Philly. And I would switch it over while they were watching. And they would fight me like crazy on it.
Turn it back. They don't even have any good floats.
Look, here's Larry Boa walking down the street. And he's wearing his 1980 Super Bowl, fucking World Series ring. Chris, could you stop all the mass shootings?
I don't think I personally could, but I would like it. I like this.
You don't think you could come up with an idea that would work? As much time as you've had to think about it.
Maybe everyone does get a gun. Like at birth, you get your gun, and then everyone has a gun, and just see how that happens. See what happens with that.
Your pitch is babies with guns?
But you're born. All right, this is your child's gun, and at age 6, they're allowed to use it.
So you'll think that that'll be less shooting.
So you think
if you give babies guns?
Yeah.
And what if somebody wants to get more guns than just the one?
No more gun. Like you get your gun.
But what if they get one from their cousin?
Oh, then look, it's going to be very highly regulated in this new
How's
world.
it going to be highly regulated if everyone has one?
And what stops people going, you know what, I don't even want this gun. I'm going to sell it.
Guess what? I lost my gun.
Do you know how many kids kill each accidentally kill each other with guns per year that like
2.
get into
2.
That's not so bad then.
High or low? Which am I?
I think low.
Chris doesn't even want to think. He thought he'd come up with something nutty like giving an infant a gun.
You can't give a baby a gun.
And what do you do when we get... You couldn't even give out phones to people because the upgrades come along so often. I don't want a fucking old gun and some fucking young kid has a brand new one. I'm like, how is this fucking fair? I'm walking around with a 50-year-old gun and this fucking kid has a brand new, shiny fucking pistol. This fucking blows. Who's in charge of this? I'm going to shoot that fucking... Chris, what? Stankley?
Every 10 years, you get trade up. You get to,
18 months was the youngest victim.
Jesus Christ.
77 years old was the oldest victim. So why Chris is fucking thinking it's funny about babies having guns. One was shot here, Chris. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I know.
You fucking better learn that there are some things that are too soon. And your jokes suck an ass.
Oh. I didn't want any babies to die.
And why'd you come up with that plan?
It's a 6-year-old. And it's not like they're going to be
Dude, there was a
loaded.
5-year-old that fucking died too. All right? So please, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Save your jokes for another day. Vito, switch out with Chris. But I don't want you guys to physically move, but in your heads.
Mentally.
You're
Chris Stanley.
You're Chris now. You're back to being Vito.
Vito.
Baldwin versus. I'm sorry, Chris. What?
I was gonna say, wonder what Leslie's making for dinner tonight.
I guess that was a joke. Anthony Bourdain fighting with Alec Baldwin. I know it's not a dish time, but which one of these two is on our last nerve? Chris, you don't get the vote because of what you just fucking did, doing inappropriate too soon joke.
It's very difficult
Not for
between
me.
those two, but I am going to go with Alec Baldwin is tap dancing on my left nerve.
Vito?
I've had enough with Anthony Bourdain.
What is it about him that annoys you?
Well, one big thing, I don't like that he had this fucking grand idea that he was going to bring this beautiful thing to New York on the river, and then he just let it get sold to Google and gave up on his dream.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's going to be a Google office now on the piers instead of a nice food marketplace. Yep.
Well, first of all, food marketplaces suck because they're just corporate shitholes. And that is my opinion about Anthony Bourdain. Unlike Alec Baldwin, I feel like Anthony Bourdain came in cool. And now he's just, he fucking tweets as much as Patton Oswalt. So, Bourdain out. Now, Alec got so mad that he fucking signed off Twitter again. I don't know who he thinks he's getting to when he does that. But he's done this at least a fucking dozen times where he just gets mad and signs off Twitter and that's it. He deletes his Twitter. And then I guess he has to start up all over. Yeah, I think Bourdain came into this thing being a fucking cool, regular dude, and now I don't see the difference between him and that donkey sauce guy. I can never remember that guy's name. But everything that he used to rail against, he kind of is now. And I don't know, they're still fighting over Harvey Weinstein?
I think so.
Oh, here's what he said. He said Rose McGowan could have moved this along if she didn't take the bread. And
Alex said that.
Yeah. And then I think Bourdain's chick, I think she either got her nipple tweaked by Weinstein or something along those lines. And he was like, fuck that. But it's just two New York guys yelling shit. First of all, one from Long Island, one from Jersey. You can't separate these fucking folks. We try to do it by giving one the Giants, the other the Jets, and it's still annoying. They still find a way. It's the world's oldest thing, Springsteen or William Joel.
I've never heard his full name.
Yeah, he wants to go by that now. He says he's older. He's already shaving his head. He goes, Billy is a baby's name. I'm William.
I want to be old man Billy.
It's 9:00 on a Saturday. Thank you, Madison Square Garden. But this is the age-old question. Jersey or Long Island? Springsteen, Joel. Billy Joel also has that other annoying thing that Stanley has, two first names.
Yeah. They do say that you can't trust someone with the double first name.
I wouldn't trust any. I don't even trust people with one first name.
Would you rather be a double first name or a double last name person?
Give me a double last name so I understand.
Like if your name was Smith Jones or your name was like Madison Anderson or something. You know what I mean? Like two last names, or would you rather be like old Chris Stanley? Double first
Would I
name.
rather be Livingston Taylor or Chris Stanley? That's not even close. I think the double last names is a more interesting thing.
It sounds more sophisticated.
I think when you have two first names, you sound like you have no depth to you whatsoever. You
Yeah,
know
it
what
does kind of sound like you can't. The bar is set low for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Double last name. You're like, what am I going to be? A politician? An author? Like, what am I going to do with my life?
Something substantial.
Yeah.
Something certainly substantial. But you get two first names, you're going to probably be selling watches down at the bus station.
Your name is Petey Joe.
I mean, Chris's name is the same if it was just Mike.
Tim Bob.
Chris, I'm going to ask you, because you're an interesting person.
Thank you.
I mean, I think I know the way Vito's going to go in this.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen or Billy Joel?
I was never really familiar with either of their bodies of work before coming to Sirius XM, but because he's Long Island, Billy Joel. I'm going to be a homer.
You had never heard of Billy Joel or Bruce Springsteen until you started radio.
I had no idea Bruce Springsteen was as big as he was, or that people went to his show, like hundreds of his shows.
What
I had
did you
no
think was big when you were younger?
There was a lot of music played in my house. Like Frank Sinatra, I thought was huge. I knew
You were right about that.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra was gigantic.
But then you ended it from there?
That's all my mom would listen to was fucking Frank Sinatra.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's not an awful way to be fucking right. You acted like we were going to laugh at her. We're laughing at you.
Okay, good.
For not picking up on your mom's good taste.
And my dad had the Moody Blues, and he...
All right, but you went to fucking school with people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Do you think my parents introduced me to music? Or do you think I heard it on the fucking streets?
When I went to college, I started listening to music.
College? You weren't listening to fucking music in 6th grade.
No, I wasn't listening to music in 6th grade.
What was like the first album you bought?
The first album I remember listening to was a cassette of the Dirty Dancing soundtrack that my mom had.
But then that's it. Like, it's not like you go, hey, I just realized you could play your own music. Maybe I'd like to get some music of my own.
In high school, I bought like a Green Day and like Sublime and like the stuff like that.
Sublime. So fucking he's so far outside of music, he doesn't know how to say the word sublime. And he always said sublime. Like there was a lime that was not as good as the other limes.
It's a lime, but I would call it a sublime.
You had friends, I take it, right?
A couple, yeah. But in high school, like all anyone has listened to was fucking hip hop, was rap music.
That is music. That's music that you listen to. That's what he asked you. So you listen to hip hop?
Yeah, a lot of hip hop, but no rock really in high school.
I don't even think you listen to hip hop.
I listen to a lot of hip hop, a lot of Wu-Tang Clan, your Biggies, your Tupacs, your Cam'rons.
The way that
These are
you're
all single
keeping
people.
as far, as general as possible.
It's surprising
There's
that
something about this story that stinks to fucking high heaven.
This story smells right.
This sounds like, you know what I think you are? A fucking Russian spy who didn't do his homework and what life on this fucking country is like.
he's a narc or something. I don't even understand it. And also, even if you didn't listen to him, you grew up in New York City and you don't hear people talking about Bruce Springsteen all the time or Billy Joel. I mean, it comes up a lot in New York City, I feel.
I never really heard a lot of people talking a lot about Bruce Springsteen.
Never heard Piano Man. Like, not
of
once.
course they've heard the fucking song
Why
Piano
are
Man.
you yelling at other people when you're the ones whose fucking story has more holes in it than Swiss cheese? Your story is bull hockey, my friend.
This is pure truth. This is my truth. And I had no idea how huge they were.
You had no idea how to fucking just even mention a Wu-Tang album or a fucking Tupac album where he's just generally throwing it out because he had saw it on a fucking t-shirt.
What happened to you?
Vito, you were a knuckle dragger and you fucking know what music is.
Yeah, fucking knuckles bleeding everywhere.
Now, let me just ask you this. Why is this fucking imbecile doing GPS with us and not you?
I have no idea how somebody could claim that they did not know Billy.
Weren't you given GPS as he moved on to big events?
Yeah, but then he kept GPS and I took some other things from him.
Why do I bother even talking to these guys? How was the Toronto GPS?
It was so great.
What did trades have to say about it?
I really appreciate everybody tweeting to us. Everybody who, and Pete, Kingston Pete, sent us a message how much he loved it, which was really sweet. Yeah.
Pete, of course he loved it. I love it too. If I heard my name in the middle of a fucking GPS. Chris is like apologizing. My mom thought that Frank Sinatra was a good singer. He was the fucking chairman of the board, Chris. There was a board of singers, and they elected him the chairman. It's actually a position that sat above the CEO of music.
I know that was that high. I mean, I knew he was called chairman.
I see that you're trying to joke and go be like an improv guy. You're trying to be yes and. You're like, oh, yes, and I didn't know it was that good. Right? It's still going, isn't it? I think after what I've heard today, I'm taking you off big events.
Oh, come on.
Chris.
What's left for him?
Chris, too. Or Vito. Yeah, what is left for him? Having completed everything that he needed to do in life. Hey, Jill.
Anthony Bourdain is the fucking worst.
You've turned on Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, like it happened like years ago, but he continues to just. Did you read that New Yorker article about him about 6 months ago?
No.
It was like a big long one, and two things happened that just drove me crazy. He broke up with his wife over the course of the article. So at the beginning of the article, he was talking about how she's so great because she has her own life and she's not just waiting for him at home, and she's super into like jujitsu and like is all strong. And then halfway through, he's like, "Yeah, I married Sophia Loren, and she turned into like Hulk Hogan or something along those lines."
Sweet.
I just completely changed. And then he told this story about how he was having like a bad day, and he took a bunch of pain pills and drove to a restaurant in Italy, drank a bottle of wine, and then passed out in the middle of the restaurant. And he was talking about it like it was like a quirky, funny thing that he did. I was like, yeah, super cool, Anthony.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards him now after I heard that story. Because I do love driving on pills. I love that feeling. Now, Jill, is your thing is you don't like abusive guys?
I don't like abusive guys.
You don't like guys that are physically and mentally abusive?
I don't like it from top to bottom. I've been really like getting annoyed with just casual misogyny lately too. Just little things like when people say, you know, kids can only learn golf from their father or their grandfather. Like, why does, you know, they can learn from their mother or their aunt, or it's just little things like that that I never would have noticed 5 years ago, and now like my brain's been programmed to highlight them.
You're quite the golfer, huh?
I mean, it's the only thing I really enjoy doing. It's like my therapy, basically.
And your handicap?
My handicap? On a good day, I can shoot right around 100.
Wow. My handicap, split tongue. What happened? Well, no, most people, I've trained myself, most people don't even notice.
Well, that could help you with the cigar smoking, maybe.
Yeah, well, it's a place to hold it. It is a fun place to hold it.
So you're a step up in evolution, cigar smoking.
I didn't know that you were getting tired of misogyny. I got to change the way I talk to you.
I know, seriously. Can you cut it out?
Sounds like it's your time of the month, huh?
Is that sexist?
Bitches be crazy.
It is like I'm not trying to like be a bummer all the time, but it's just I think that like I can't change. You know, I can't go to the CEOs of Google and Facebook and be like, please hire more women, but I feel like I can talk to people that I know and just help them to make like little changes in their brain, and that's all I can do. So it seems maybe stupid to some people that like I do that, but I feel like that's the only thing I can do.
I don't think like I can make that my main thing until cops start shooting women after pulling them over.
Well,
or wouldn't this be great? Like that's a bad neighborhood. It's a lot of women.
A lot of women.
Yeah. A lot of women in that neighborhood. I don't even get off the train there.
They're very dangerous, and the cars are parked all askew. And
women, I'll tell you this: they are. This is probably with the Harvey Weinstein and how many other people are being called out. It's probably the toughest time for white guys in our pretty amazing
You guys
history.
have it rough.
Yeah. Someone brought this up the other. Some comic says that we don't have a predator above us, white men, so we don't understand.
Right, you've got King of the Jungle syndrome.
We do. King of carrot flowers, anyway. That's the way we see ourselves. But let's look around the room. Which of us, and Jen can come in on this. She's
okay. Jen?
Yeah. Which one of the guys on the show, the three guys on the show, seems to be the most misogynistic? And be honest. Rank us by misogyny.
So from like, who's the most misogynist?
Yes. Who's
You go
the
first.
winner?
Chris.
Okay, Chris. Second.
I guess Vito.
I think that you're afraid of the alpha dog. Smart move, by the way. That's a survival
mode.
Yeah. Who do you think is the most misogynistic?
I put Chris as most misogynist,
Come on.
and I wrote mine down before
Yeah.
she could give her answer.
Yeah.
Then I think like a very distant amount of, you know what I mean, like a large
light
gap.
Years. Light years.
Then I'm gonna say Vito, and I'm gonna say Vito because he's young and he still has a lot to learn.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I have to go, "Oh, Vito, what you've said is sexist," and he'll be like, "I did." You know what I mean? Like he doesn't mean to be. He just is like, you know, he just kind of like don't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't realize, and then I explain it to him, and he goes, "Oh, okay, I see.
Woke.
I see. Yeah, he's a woke bitch."
But he's in and out of sleep.
And
when he
I
wakes.
think no one is as truly evolved as Ron Bennington.
Well, that's only because I've made horrible mistakes throughout my life. I'm just like Vito in another 600 years. Vito's going to be like me in 600 years.
That's a long way away.
And by the way, I put Chris as number one because I actually think he struggled to become friends with me because I was a woman and he couldn't figure out how to be a friend.
I noticed that you said that he ignored you and your any ideas for the longest time, but
And then now
it's more.
I have got him to understand the value in a male to female friendship and as coworkers.
I'm going to do mine now.
Okay.
Chris is obviously number one.
Okay.
Number two misogynist, Jen.
Okay. I didn't know we were adding.
Gossip is more anti-woman than anti-male.
Yeah, that's true. She does go after men who are cheating on their girlfriends. That's her main issue with men.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Because somebody cheated on her once. 3.
A crazy person.
I'm
Why
going
would
to
they
say, obviously, Vito. 4 is Gail.
Oh.
You have the opportunity to vote for a female mayor, and you're not doing it.
That's true. That is true. I have the opportunity, and I will not vote for her tomorrow. I'm thinking about Bourdain.
I don't have any problems with that. Bourdain wins this thing. Bourdain is ready to turn things around.
He comes out to the tune of Bo Diddley.
All right, Jill. Anthony Bourdain, bad guy in your opinion.
He's the worst.
Bad
guy.
dude.
Talk to you later, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye. What is it, Chris? You just push something.
No, I just need getting a live read ready.
Well, let me have that live read. Hey guys, are you tired of your shitty producer handing you live reads for no apparent reason at all? Well, there's a new product out. It's called Fuck Chris. Fuck Chris and his goddamn double asshole. That's right, he's got 2 assholes. One for shitting and another one for shitting piss. Unfortunately, Chris, you are the best producer I have.
I'm gonna say thank you.
It's really
say
sad.
thank you yourself. Chris, you're the master of tailgates. You put 110% planning into every aspect of your tailgate, from the food to the seating and entertainment. And let's not forget the rituals. Every tailgate, you grill up your famous burgers while wearing your throwback jersey. But here's one ritual we could all do without: people checking scores and updates on their cell phones.
Come on, Chris. How are you supposed to throw a pregame party while you've got your nose buried in your phone? It's time to introduce a new tailgate ritual, and that's HD TV from Dish and the Playmaker portable satellite antenna.
Dish lets you bring everyone together with conference rivalries, pregame interviews, highlights, and more, all in stunning HD. Visit dishtailgate.com and get Dish today. The Playmaker sets up in minutes, doesn't need a Wi-Fi connection, and with Dish pay-as-you-go programming, you only pay for the months you use. Make HD TV from Dish a new tailgate ritual. Visit dishtailgate.com today and get free shipping for a limited time. Restrictions apply. Hey, it's the Bennington Show. At the risk of jinxing myself, and I'm not even going to worry about jinxing myself because I already feel like a jinx. The two teams of my childhood are 8-1 right now. The Philadelphia Eagles Flies and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. It's fairly stunning to look at this for me. This is an age I never expected to see happen. The age of all my football, not only winning, but comfortably winning.
I was in Eagles country this weekend.
That's become the whole country now.
And the excitement level is beyond anything I could describe because, it's a frenzy. And I believe that a lot of them feel this is a surreal experience. Like, they are like, is this real life?
Are they doubting it, though? Or are there people going, when is this shoe going to drop? Because you should do that.
There are people who have that concern. Maybe it's about a jinx. Maybe it's just like, look, this could be taken away from us at any time, in any moment. But the pure enjoyment of what's happening right now in the present is just like out of control. That game this weekend was I would even say it was very unexpected for it to go down the way it did.
Just the domination factor? 51 points. They call it the 50 cent.
Yeah, I was not anticipating it being that much of a beatdown.
I know Jay is now starting to get nervous, and I sent him the 50 cent meme, and then he wrote this back to me. I look forward to this very text every week because I always send him something stupid at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you, I'm more than just a little surprised.
Yeah, it's a pretty shocking situation, and I think for Eagles fans, it's not what they're used to feeling this way.
Well, your guy was freaked out because we got a bye week next week.
Yes.
And he's like, this is going to fuck everything up.
He's very concerned about the bye week. He's very upset about losing momentum and changing what has been working for
Whoopi
us.
Goldberg walking right past you.
Really? I just missed her.
I'll run out in the hall and see her. She looked like, she just looks like Whoopi. You're never facing that, so you never get to see who walks by on their way to Radio Andy. Andy? Why don't, it seems like we could put a microphone right there, Chris.
Yeah.
Could that be done?
Oh, yeah.
How?
That can be done with a mic stand and just an extension of this mic. Or Gail's mic.
So you're just like setting up
your mic, you're saying?
No, I could just move Gail's mic.
Well, I think that we've got 3 guests tomorrow coming in at the same time. And
yes,
that's something we got to look into.
Yeah. So we need a setup over there. In past, I have just split mics with Chris.
Be nice. Set up over there. Here is Corey in Montana.
Hey, Ronnie B. I'm just curious. You guys are talking about Philly and just the domination, and it's pretty amazing that you've got Carson Wentz, who grew up in Bismarck, North Dakota, played all his ball in an FCS team, and I'm just curious what you think about the run that he's having currently.
He's a very solid quarterback. I mean, you don't know. There's already people marking him for being one of the, great. You don't know. You have to be around a lot of years. But for a young guy, he's very focused. He seems to be very football smart. He's tough as nails. I can't imagine that you'd want to have another young quarterback as your guy. Even though that kid in L.A. is starting to explode now, after Chris spent all last year making fun of him.
Yeah, I trashed him. Jared Goff. He beat the shit out of the Giants.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I think it's amazing, too. Like, if you watch local television out here, you see that he still has the wherewithal to just help promote his dad's, insurance agency in Bismarck. And
yeah, he goes back to North Dakota every chance he gets. I mean, he loves it there. Yeah, and he takes a lot of the players hunting and shit like that. He's a real religious guy. It doesn't come up a lot, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a personal connection with his Lord. But you don't hear a lot about his private life because he just doesn't seem to. He doesn't seem to be a showboating guy. So, yeah, Corey. I mean, I have all the best hope for him. Seems to be a very good kid too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thanks, Ron.
All right, peace. Jack in D.C.
Hey, Ronnie B. I'm a Birds fan and 51 years old, and I've never felt this strong in week 9.
A lot of people say that.
I know. It's a good thing. And I bought against my better judgment, I bought an old 1960 Austin Healey this summer.
In honor of the championship year?
Well, it occurred to me after the fact that, holy shit, the same year the Eagles won the championship, and this shit's going down, dog.
They didn't even win a Super Bowl. They were pre-Super Bowl the last time that they won a championship, and I believe their championship win was over the New York Football Giants. That's how far back you got to go. The two teams from the NFC East could be playing. I think that was the time that Gifford got knocked unconscious or whatever, that semi-coma, and that he said that, I can't even think about it, but he could hear them talking about them wanting to operate on his brain.
Oh, God.
And he couldn't
He
say
was
anything.
like, yeah, he was just stuck within,
He said-
paralyzed in.
In his head, he was screaming, no, no.
No. Oh, my God, that's giving me chills.
That's that famous picture. Put it up with Chuck Bednarik smashed him, right? And then stood over top of his fucking body. Look.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
And people, then you could just see by the way that he's laying that there's no movement at all. And people thought that he was taunting him, but he was yelling, we just won the fucking championship.
Right.
But it looks like I just fucking paralyzed you.
It does.
Now, when I was a kid and we were playing like whatever the Little League version of football is, our speaker was Chuck Bednarik. He came to speak, and he told us like teamwork was good, and then he showed us how all his fingers bent back. Look at this one, and this one right here, just it's always pointing this direction.
Now, as a kid, was that disgusting to you, or you're like, cool?
Thrilling, but nowhere near as thrilling as it was to the dads.
Wow,
the dads
really?
were like, please pay attention. Stop fucking talking. Chuck Bednarik's talking. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know
Right.
him. He wasn't playing now. We would have rather seen Mr. Bill Berge. But it mattered. It mattered so much to the dads. Vinny, Strong Island.
Ronnie, how you doing?
Good.
Good. I just wanted to let you know I was at your 8 o'clock show at the Stand Saturday night. I really had a great time. It was really funny.
Oh, thank you very much.
You had some great material out there with a couple of those people that were out sitting in front of you, man.
That's what I need. I fucking need to catch those waves. Thanks, Vinny.
Really good. I want to let you know that. Thanks a lot.
I appreciate it. I think Lappy shit the bed here.
Oh, no.
Lappy.
Maybe it's frozen.
I don't know what anything does. Nothing fucking works. Chris just snuck behind me, and that was really uncomfortable.
I know. I really hate when he does it because he like lays his body really flat against the wall when he passes you, so not to disturb you.
Somebody said that they beat the Packers in that game, and not vice versa. I don't really know, to be totally honest. I don't know a lot. Excuse me, Chris. I don't know a lot about 1950s to early 1960s football. It seems like it was always the Colts, the Giants, and the Packers seem to be the only teams.
Well, I'm just looking at the helmets there. And they look like they could just pop off the top of their head.
Yeah.
Like, what a strange fit. That doesn't look like it's enough neck to hit, like, brainstem protection there.
Yeah, well, look how much of his face is just wide open. So they used to just wear their single things. There was some guys, too, like there would be a quarterback who would wear it without a chin strap, just like All right, I'm putting the helmet on because you're making me. Vito, do you remember the first football book that you ever read when you were a little kid?
The first
Who would
football
have been
book.
about?
I think it was just a biography about like Joe Namath, like one of those like
That's a good one to
one of
read.
those like cartoon illustrated.
Did you ever read a fictional football, like the? It's not even YA. It would probably be Y third grader.
Right.
I remember one. It was a book I read when I was a little kid. I found it to be thrilling. It was about this big kid, right? Whose mom would not let him play football. She didn't want him to get hurt, right? And so he finally talked her into letting him be the punter. And this kid was an amazing punter. I mean, he was just fucking bashing. And the other kids, they weren't teasing him, but they were kind of thinking, don't you just hate being a punter? You're missing out on all the fun. And he was missing out on the fun, but he was a good kid. He had got good grades and he didn't want to ever let his mom down. Then the last game, I believe it would have been of his junior year. I'm reading this. I got to be in like 5th grade or something, right? It's a bad snap. When he's about to punt the ball, he's forced to scoop it up. And I remember this. He ran like a deer, crashing through the line, breaking out to the right, going 80 yards with this, right? And that's when his mom said, Mr. Next year, you will be playing football. You're going to be the new fullback. She was so thrilled to see him run like that. She became a football fan. I remember putting this book down, going like this. Why isn't this a movie? This is so... I didn't see it coming. I never saw the bad snap leading into him just bursting. But I remember they said, ran like a deer. And to me, a deer was kind of pussy. I was thinking, wouldn't it have been better like a buffalo or a bull or something? But I accepted it.
But they meant like a buck crashing through the wilderness.
I got it, but it's still, I pictured fawn. I mean, I only knew Bambi at that time. But I remember just thinking, this book is so well written. It's just amazing. The only books I wanted to read when I was in elementary school was sports books.
I only remember once reading a sports book that was like about Babe Ruth. And again, I must have been in like 2nd grade. And I don't remember why I decided to do it. But I don't, other than that, I don't ever recall picking up a sports book.
Well, God bless that Babe Ruth book, because that's a damn good one. They're all good, no matter what it is. It's about the babe. I mean, this guy was in an orphanage in Baltimore. What? But he could hit the ball.
I was obsessed with Mickey Mantle and would just read Mickey Mantle books, and then made my parents take me to his restaurant here in the city when it was open.
It's still open.
Is it? It's
Central Park South still has a Mickey Mantle restaurant, one of the hotels there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm fairly sure. I saw him there one night, not too long ago.
I thought he was passed away.
Yeah. There is another thing called Ghost Crest.
Holy shit.
Why don't you look into it?
Are you saying you're not a believer?
Did you find it, Vito?
The restaurant?
Yeah.
It's closed down now.
Fuck. Sorry, Chris. When did it close?
It looks like 2012 after a 24-year run.
Wow.
It's a good run.
Well, I went there once, and I remember it was awful.
I was a small child when I went.
What'd you get, chicken fingers?
I'm sure I did. That or a
It's just like the Mick.
You love that.
The Mick.
I read that the Mick loves chicken fingers. So
There's mustard sauce that he always used. Go ahead and dip in there. There was like, would you like a mustard sauce or a honey with that? I go, how is this a fucking choice? Why don't you say, would you like a new car or herpes? Who's going to fucking dip in mustard when you could dip fried chicken into fucking honey? By the way, Gail brought me back a hoagie from Philly last night.
Oh, nice.
I did, from Ducks.
It's something that you never think about. You walk past Tucker's and Charlie's all the time.
I know. And I thought, you know who'd like a hoagie? Ron Bennington.
Thank you.
He watched my dog this weekend. I appreciated it.
Watching that dog is a pleasure.
Well, she makes it easy for you.
She's fantastic. She and I watched a lot of football over the weekend. And she don't like even the slightest bit of rain, though.
No. She's very uncooperative. If it is even a slight mist, she's not happy about it.
No, I don't blame her. Peter's the same way when I got to take him for a walk.
Shivering. Thunder? Don't even get me started.
What's your favorite season, Vito?
I really look forward to mid-fall where it starts picking up a little on the cold weather because then you can wear sweaters, and I really love wearing sweaters.
Would you say this is a mid-fall?
This is definitely feeling like this weekend felt like a mid-fall.
Yeah.
Like when I saw you on Friday, I was furious I wasn't wearing a jacket.
Furious.
You didn't let on, though. You seem like you're okay with it.
Oh, on the inside.
Were you watching basketball?
Yeah, I was watching the Knicks game at a nearby bar. Knicks and the OKC game.
He loves his basketball. That's his number one sport.
Well, during the basketball season, I just like to go home and watch whatever primetime game is on.
Who can blame you? You're not a football guy at all, though, are you?
I've lost my my love for football
because of the kneeling.
Yeah, the
You
kneeling.
and Vin Scully. Vin Scully is coming out. He says, "I'll never watch another football game the rest of my life." Now, here's the thing.
Now, all football? Not even just NFL?
Yeah, he won't watch any NFL games. He's done.
Wow.
Because of the kneeling. And I'm like, why are you taking it that far? Not all the players knelt. And not all those guys who did kneel are going to be there. Some people fucking hate kneeling.
I really do.
I don't think I've ever given up anything based on one thing that happened. Like, I fucking hate movies right now. I don't even watch movies on demand because it's because they're so poorly made and I can just see how they're grasping at straws. But that doesn't mean I'll never go back to the movies.
Right. You want to say, I'm done with this. This disappointed me. I mean, I didn't even stop eating Chick-fil-A with the whole anti-gay thing.
That's wrong, though.
I
What
know.
you did there, that's just basically anti-gay.
And I
That's
had
why-
to justify this to gay friends. They're like, you wouldn't eat there, would you? And I said, yes, I like the sandwich. Very good sandwich. I like you just as much as I like the sandwich. Why do I have to choose?
You would have made a good Switzerland during the fucking...
I would.
Like, I'm not going to blame fucking Wes Anderson on how bad movies are, or Paul Thomas Anderson,
Right.
how bad movies are.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you look like you want to be involved in this?
I ran into a dude over the weekend. I was walking.
With your cock?
No.
Into his asshole?
A guy I hadn't seen in years in the street. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to watch football. And he was like disgusted with me. What, you're going to go watch football?
Because of the kneeling?
Because of the nailing, yeah. I was like, I haven't seen this guy in like fucking 10 years. Probably more. And then it was.
Don't you think that his reaction is more interesting that someone would go, oh, wow, you gave up football because of the. To just be like, oh, I thought everyone gave up football? Like, I don't think it's very strange.
I was fucking shocked. Because he was like really pissed. I was like, well, I'm still going to go watch it. I haven't seen you in 10 years, so I'm getting the fuck out of here. Well, this was supposed to be a nice interaction.
Yeah, I don't understand the judgment of that. Was he a guy who never really liked football anyway? Because a lot of people are saying they're giving it up.
But maybe they were never football fans to begin with.
I remember him liking football.
Yeah, but some people like things without being a fan. You know what I mean? Like, it would be pretty easy for me to give up hockey. You know what I mean? I don't watch a lot of it. But I couldn't make a big thing of, I just found out that Canadians play the game, so I shan't be watching anymore until they change their milk laws against Wisconsin. That's one thing that Trump acted like he was mad about a while ago, and then he dropped it. Something about they make their milk cheaper than us or something, or they sell it cheaper.
I didn't even know it was an issue.
Oh, fuck yeah, it was an issue. It's a border issue.
What does I see about him with the fish food that everyone was so obsessed with him dropping the fish food in the koi pond?
I didn't see this.
So he's in Japan, and I guess, I don't know exactly why they're doing this, but Trump goes to visit with the prime minister. They're going to go visit this koi pond, and they're both given like some fish food. And then Trump, instead of just shoveling it nicely, just dumps the whole thing in. So there he is, nicely dishing it out. I don't know why it's so close, but
All right, so by dumping it like that because he wanted to end it, he's hilarious.
He was like bored with the situation, I guess, and just
And
chugs.
did Japanese get mad? Is this?
I think that people.
Something's supposed to take a while.
I'm not really sure.
They got mad at his daughter, Ivanka, for wearing too short of a dress. I'm like, wait a minute. Since most porn is Japanese, why are they acting like this is fucking awful?
Yeah. I mean, think about all those Sailor Moon girls. I mean, those skirts were up to their hoo-has.
Thank you. Scott, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think it is disrespectful to kneel or whatever, but that really isn't the main reason why I stopped watching football this season. It's just there's so much political bullshit around it. I'm getting in arguments over my dad about whether someone's fucking kneeling or not, and it's retarded. What happened to us watching freaking football? There's always got to be extra shit, and don't beat your wives, and cancer, and da-da-da-da-da. It's too much. That's why I ain't watching it. And I'm sure I'll watch it again, but you can't tell me it's a little exhausting, right?
I don't know, because by the time I turn on I'm never going to watch a national anthem.
No.
Other than the Super Bowl, I watch a national anthem. But I normally turn the game on past, the national. I'm not around for the pregame stuff anyway.
I only watch Red Zone mostly, and it starts when the game starts, like when
I'm
the first
almost
play.
bored of Red Zone now, though. My bigger problem with football than even the kneeling, and I find more disrespectful, is the fucking Broadway show that breaks out after a score.
The fucking sack race, or the Steelers with doing the he's one guy like it was a bench press. It's like fucking basketball. That's what there's.
Thank you.
It's the
It is
beginning of the fucking film.
Yeah.
They're like major sports got ridiculous with their celebrations.
I've been seeing this thing like the Eagles do like a baseball.
Hey, I can't stand it.
Gimmick. So they set that up then? Like
Yes.
the NFL sets that up and then they're
No, the players set it up.
They
let
set it
them-
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
The players go, if we score, let's act like we're playing hide and go seek or whatever. And I'm like, just fucking play, dudes. You're fucking disrespecting the flag every time that you're doing that. That's a point in time that we could all be looking at the flag and at the troops that served that flag. And my uncle's cousin was in the military. He was at Fort Bragg. And yeah, we're proud. Dan, Memphis.
Ron, you and I are kind of the same age. When I was in grade school, there was a guy that wrote all kinds of children's sports books, and I think his name was Matt Christopher. But we had every sports book that he in our grammar school library, and that's all I read. I don't
Me
know if that's
too.
the same
And
guy.
a lot of those books were around forever. But that's why when Chris said that he was a Jim Thorpe fan, and I was just fucking cracking up because I read everything there was about Jim Thorpe. I read everything there was about the old St. Louis Gas House Gang. Didn't matter what it was, what era, I would fucking read it. Joe Jackson. Oh yeah, look how big Matt Christopher made his.
Yeah, I recognize those covers there. Like I remember boys in my class used to read these.
I didn't know that he would make his name that big above everything.
This is a Matt Christopher joint.
Oh wait,
Give us some of the taglines there. Yeah.
A miserable memory dogs Keith's every move. Football Nightmare is the name of that one.
Oh no. Which one is it?
Can a skateboard pro conquer the slopes? Snowboard Maverick. Double threat. Rock being pulled in different directions. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Halfback attack. Now this was originally go back Chris,
to
please. Originally published under the title Cracker Jack Halfback. That didn't sell, so Halfback Attack went into it. The kid who only hit homers. I would love to fucking read that one. All he hit was homers. Then there's the return of the home run kid.
He's amazing.
The exciting sequel to the kid who only hit homers. Long shot for Paul. No one tries harder than Paul, but is that enough? These books are amazing. Tight end. I can't read that part of it, though. These books are fucking fantastic. Matt Christopher. Stealing Home. Joey's in for a big surprise.
What's going to happen?
That's weird that they would just put stuff like that. Touchdown for Tommy. Is football Tommy's key to a new home? I fucking think so.
I hope so. Hope he can get a new home.
Here's one about basketball. Johnny Longlegs. Johnny's tall, but can he play hoops? That's what I would want to know if I was a kid. The Fox steals home. His parents' problem threatens Bobby the Fox's baseball career. Hookshot Hero. The slam dunk sequel to Nothing But Net. Catch that pass. Will Jim's fear keep him from being the best? I hope not. By the way, all these cartoon covers, no black kids.
I was just thinking that. All of these are young white boys with exceptional physical abilities.
Body check. Who's teaching the Badgers dirty tricks? Dirt bike runaway. Peter runs away from the foster home and right into danger.
Oh my God, that's exciting.
This one ends with it was a kid being raped. Challenge in second base. No hook line to that.
Doesn't need one.
The comeback challenge. Why does the Scorpions captain have a grudge against Mark?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to find out.
This is good. Wingman on ice. Does Todd deserve a new stick? Line drive to short. Tension builds at shortstop. By the way, that was previously published as pressure play. I guess you have to put that up so the library doesn't buy two in a row. Miracle at the plate. Will Tommy steal Skeeter's spot?
Skeeter?
I'm worried about Skeeter.
Fuck Skeeter. It's Tommy's time. This is all part of the Matt Christopher thing, which could have been Chris Stanley's life. Penalty shot. Who's sabotaging Jeff?
Maybe it's Jeff sabotaging Jeff.
How did you write so many
I think
books?
it's Skeeter's behind this one, too.
Skeeter's yesterday's fucking news.
Well, Mark's the one that they have the grudge against.
No girls ever in this thing. Matt Christopher, bigger than fucking life.
I love this kind of stuff. It's like young adults. It's like for boys. A boys book.
I like this book because when Skeeter thought he was the big deal on the team, but no, Matt came in, and even though he was the new kid, he proved that he could handle the pressure at the plate. The reason why I like this book, remember how they would have those things? What the book is about, the main characters.
Boys always did stink at that.
Yeah. But and being able to explain it why. Main characters was Tim and Skeeter and Matt. And Tim was Skeeter's friend, but why couldn't he be friends with Matt? Since they're all trying to be in the team together. And I like this book because the ending, when they won the championship, was awesome. And our team won the championship, and we were awesome.
Matt Christopher, books that aren't gay.
Would you recommend? I would recommend this book, especially to people that like the kind of conflict that takes place on a team.
His covers really evolved over the years.
Yeah, they have. Those covers are fucking just slipping out.
They really pop.
They went from stock photos of children to animated delights.
They're very exciting. And I like sometimes, of course, baseball, basketball, football. But I like that there's a couple lacrosse ones in there, for kids with specific interests.
When I was a kid, I had never saw this played, never even saw it on TV, read a ton about it. Soapbox Derby. Somebody's dad never had time to help him make a soapbox. So he found a fucking drifter. They put it together. And and they beat the kid with money. And like he would get there, but he'd be fucking little disappointed when he saw how shitty his thing looked next to the shiny, sharp racer that the rich kid had. But at least he knew he made it himself. Fuck if he didn't end up winning that thing.
That soap car stuff, that's like Boy Scouts do that? Is that like part of the Boy Scouts where you build
I don't know what part of the country used to do Soapbox. But, I mean, it got to a point where they're like, you would just, like, they would put like any like film strip that you ever saw, like Disney would always put it because it looks so American. You see this kid's just racing down, no fucking helmet, not a care. It looked like there's no steering or decent brakes.
Totally terrifying.
I don't know where you even found hills like this. Is that California? That you would have a fucking hill like that? What is it, San Francisco running this?
I remember Frankie Muniz was in a movie about soapbox racing, but he was in a wheelchair, and he was like the first kid to rig it, so in a wheelchair he could soapbox race.
Sounds like a great movie.
I didn't even know that he was fucking paralyzed when he was a kid.
Just in the movie.
Oh, okay. Good acting then.
He is a good actor.
And it was called like Just in Time or something, because his name was Justin.
That's good.
I believe my boyfriend was a soapbox champ and got second place in state. I know that was very...
That's not a champ then. That's
well, he was
runner-up.
like, he was champ in his district, and then he went on to state, and then got second place.
Soapbox or slot car?
I think soapbox. I'm almost positive. Whatever the one is, you build your own. That's soapbox, right?
You could be a soapbox hero. There it is right there. Chris has it, but that thing looks totally different than the ones that I saw.
Yeah, this would be one that like he built with his dad. Like it's like a wooden... Like something like that.
So he ran down. Why didn't he stay with it? Why didn't he stay
I don't know.
soapboxing?
I don't know if there's room for adults.
Why not?
Still have a passion for soapbox racing.
It was also in the Little Rascals remake that they had like a big soapbox racing scene. The rich kid had one with like knives and shit on the side of the
I hate
soapbox
that
car.
fucking remake. I'll put the original. Yeah, I never saw anybody do that in real life, in my life.
No.
And there's no way me and my dad could have built that. There's not a fucking chance.
Well, I like any of those things where it's just like me and my dad built it, which means my dad built it.
Right.
That goes across the board for anything that involves building with a school project, anything.
I'd still have to take a kid to my dad now if he wanted something built. This is the best thing that I saw all week, and I think Vito had this, and that's the woman that was smoking at the football game.
Yeah, a woman smoking at a college football game and gets dragged out by security with absolute force.
Why give it away, Vito? Why not just let people watch it and enjoy? Oh, we didn't put it up yet? We'll do it tomorrow then.
It's up.
Okay. Takes a while for Chris to do his fucking job. Do your fucking job, mate.
Come on, Chrissy. I want to see.
All right, so I love the way this woman is. She's just smoking.
Is this woman sitting here, right?
Yeah. And look, look, she just holds the cigarette up to him to put the smoke in his face. He gets pissed. Old woman.
Oh my god. She's shot. This woman's helping unhook her foot so he can drag her off. She was so shocked. She really thought she was going to get away with that.
She's
Like
a middle-aged white woman. You don't normally have to worry about shit.
Then it's only a cigarette.
Yeah, they don't like cigarettes.
They
smoking
really
anymore.
don't. I mean, she's an old white lady. She's literally wearing a houndstooth jacket.
Did you guys watch Curb last night?
No,
I did.
I did, yeah.
Larry was smoking a cigar on the golf course, and I'm like, oh man, that's. You would think in California where people get pissed off about any kind of smoking.
They're weird about smoking there.
But I guess when you belong to a private golf course, you could still smoke a cigar. Because everybody, when I was in Florida and we went golfing, everybody smoked cigars the whole time.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a thing of the past.
California is so. When I went to California, I was still a smoker. And twice I had someone come up to me randomly to say, excuse me, you know, that's really bad for you. like as though that was not information
When
that I
you
ever
said it to somebody who's drinking a Coke.
I had access to. Oh, I didn't know.
Shit we're doing isn't good for us. That's because I didn't wish to live to be a million.
My friend who just moved there said somebody gave him shit about putting cheese in his salad.
What?
Yeah, like he said he went with a coworker to go get a salad. They're like both physical trainers. And the person said, "You're putting cheese in that thing?" And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I just stay basic with mine. I like to keep it real simple."
Well, no one ever said cheese is good for you. But it's fucking delicious.
But it does make a salad edible.
But not every meal is to see if I can extend my life until I fucking can't remember who I am anymore.
I need to get some pleasure out of this meal.
Bob in Kentucky.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, you had two different things going on there because there's a Pinewood Derby is the car that you ride in, and then there's I got it backwards now. The Pinewood Derby is the car you carve out of a wooden block and race on a track.
Okay, that's
and then
what
a
he did.
Soapbox Derby is a car you can actually ride in.
Okay, that's what it was. It was a Pinewood Derby.
Now, the Pinewood, I think we used to call slot cars. And I remember kids would make that too. And you see how you ride them on these slots?
Yes, that's what he did. Not boxcar. I was confused.
So what we always called the slot car was the one that had a little electric motor in it. That
really?
Had little brushes that would pick up. You'd get your power off the little brush that dragged on a metal strip on the track.
I remember those too.
Yeah, we called those slot cars. The other ones we just were the Pinewood Derby. It started out as a little wooden block, and
so they gave
kind
all
of
the
carve
kids
it
a
into
wooden
shape.
block. And then you had to carve it? That's
Yes.
fucking, I would never be able to
Yeah,
do that.
you had to carve it, and then it depended how much your dad wanted to get involved, because my dad got pretty involved one year, and we actually had weights to the bottom of the car so it would go down the hill faster. And
smart move.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pretty good prize at Closet.
Yeah.
My friend. You deserve it. It's a pretty good prize. It's a pretty good prize. Prize Closet. Remember when we used to have production? Pre-Vito? Vito, what production have you added to the show?
I made a bunch of like intros for specials we've done. I did.
But I meant for the Daily Show.
I do not. I have not made production for the Daily Show.
Okay. Well, the thing is, though, you're getting a lot of rest, right? That's the important thing.
No, I mean I had a.
But no, but I saw you over the weekend. You said you took some time off.
I took Saturday
You
and
look
Sunday
a little
off.
healthier around the eyes. You lost your
You did look good.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, I took off Saturday and Sunday. I did not really leave my house much, and it was really nice.
That's good. Eric in Pittsburgh.
I've only been listening since Vito was on the show, so I can't believe the show was actually better at some point.
Just production-wise.
You guys are great. You got me hooked. I tune into you every day.
I appreciate
Hey, you were talking about the Little Rascals, and I used to watch them every Sunday on reruns. I'm 49, and the one that blew me away was the one where they had riverboats.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe 10-year-olds had gas-powered boats that they were allowed to go out on like a real river on and just putt around.
Yeah, one of them was just driven by geese, I remember. He looked at it.
Yeah, well, yeah. And they were racing them.
Those
and it's like you said, the rich kid had the really nice, high-powered one.
Yeah.
Look at how cute Darla is.
Darla was fucking
She's adorable.
And
Hey, Ronnie, do you ever feel bad for these kids you work with that they didn't have any of this stuff growing up?
Well, they got phones that they fucking can, look at porn. So I can, what I mean? I'm sure life wasn't better. But, yeah, I kind of feel bad for him sometimes. I feel bad because I think the safety aspect, and it's not, you can't blame them for the safety aspect.
Right.
That's the only downside of it.
But y'all didn't have Darla.
No. Well, I didn't even have Darla, but those shows were on fucking TV.
I've actually seen them all just because remember you had them all on VHS? So I've seen so many of those episodes and used to watch them all the time. I can't remember why you had like a big, I don't know if it was like a box set or what. I think somebody like gifted them to you.
I get a lot of gifts. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, let's take a break here. We'll be back. Bennington.
We are Bennington, thanks to Sal. Sal kills it again with another song.
You don't think it makes us look a little egotistical?
No, I don't think so.
We are
Bennington.
We can do anything. Yeah, that seems a little egotistical.
But we didn't write it. That's why it's not egotistical.
Well, it would have been better if you would have said they are.
But Chris does cough and wheeze, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Your girlfriend doesn't worry about you at all?
Oh, she worries about me, of course.
What does she worry most about you?
Weight?
Probably, let's see, weight,
Does she bring that up to
drinking. No, she just thinks I'm going to have a heart attack.
So that's weight. So that's
man,
that's
I
her
can't
way.
imagine when you're banging. You must be fucking...
no! Is it difficult?
Yeah,
I'm not talking about any of that. And
I know, but
I'll tell you, I've never vomited on my girlfriend.
Okay.
No.
I'm not talking about the fact that your penis is in and out of her vagina. I'm just saying, what? Like, I see you sometimes. If you have to run across the fucking room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get blown up a little bit. You know?
And I mean, can you imagine the sweat? I mean, the sweat must be very intense.
Dude, you know
during
about my friend Johnny? He lost 182 pounds.
I know.
That could be you,
he
man.
was talking about his like low point, you know, and in the article in low point, I thought I hit my low point when last year I ate an entire pizza alone in my apartment.
That is rough.
And I did 2 more times.
I thought your low point was going to be a photo as well.
Oh, I mean, there's so many.
I was thinking it was going to be the one that of us when we were coming back from Austin in the airport, and you were sitting cross-legged. And when Chris saw that photo, he just went, "Oh fuck." He was just so unhappy with the way it looked, and I was thinking maybe that could be your moment that you go, "This
No, remember
things are going to
Austin
change."
is where he lost Don because he saw that Chris couldn't produce the show.
Oh.
And you just kept up. You were sitting and sweating and drinking a lot of water.
Here's the picture. But no, I was.
That's not the worst picture you've ever seen.
I know. There's worse pictures out there.
You should never wear shorts.
The shorts, the strain on the shirt, the expression on the shirt is really going through.
Was he sleeping? Was he sleeping in public?
I think I was passed out sitting up because the fucking flight was so early in the morning.
And like, why?
You booked that shit.
Why would you take this? Okay, this is what he makes a decision. Dad's shirt,
Yeah.
basketball shorts,
Yeah.
Argyle socks is maybe the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
You're supposed to be sneaker generation, and those are low tops.
Yeah, those. I don't like high tops. I like low top Air Force Ones.
Look, Vito is just lining up to bash him. No, Vito, you're not going to do it. Send Jen in here. She's a nicer person.
Yeah.
Let's all find something nice to say about Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Your parents are dead.
Oh, that's just a fact. It's a sad fact.
Yeah, but it's not mean.
Think of something nice to say about Chris.
Okay. Chris, I think you work incredibly hard.
Thank you very much.
At some things it is so simple that it shouldn't take a lot of work. We're all trying to think of something nice to say about Chris.
Just something that is nice about Chris. A compliment to Chris.
I'll still go with my original Chris comment that he's charming.
Thank you.
He's a charming guy.
I appreciate
You
that.
think that he's charming, huh? He
Yeah.
does well with the ladies. I know that.
Yes, somehow.
Ladies like you.
It makes no sense.
And you're dating over your head now?
way over my head.
Here's what I
Very
love
much
about
so.
it. You're not even slightly nervous about losing her. You know what I mean? Like
No, he hasn't
he's
changed
like,
anything important.
When you're as young as Chris, and a woman is saying, "I'm worried about you being so fat that you have a heart attack," that's something that you should hear in your 50s. And he doesn't give a shit that he's hearing it in his older 30s. Let's face it. If he was a football player, he still wouldn't be at the end of his career. Vito, think of something nice to say about Chris.
Just one thing.
Something positive.
Well, my knowledge of movies, maybe.
I like that you're just like you're confident enough that like you'll show up wearing what you wear.
That's not nice.
That's a Bill Murray confidence. You wear Bill Murray's clothes, but without having his career
or talent.
I do want to find out why that guy attacked Rand Paul.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And why would he tackle? Can I just say my own thing? Is it a gay love affair that went sideways?
Oh shit!
Because I always thought with his hair and his beautiful eyes, like I'm saying this is a compliment. Pretty enough to be gay. Most guys aren't.
Yeah, because it's not just he doesn't just have pretty eyes, but he has like long eyelashes too.
He has long
so there's
eyelashes,
like something.
and he has kind of rockabilly hair.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I feel for most guys that go into the gay community if they're not strong enough to be able to don't have the discipline to keep their looks up.
It's not easy. They're
I
rough.
mean, why else would the guy tackle him other than it was a love that shall not speak its name?
Yeah, tackle is an intimate attack. Doesn't seem cold and calculated. It seems like an emotional response.
I saw a gay interracial couple the other day, and I go like this to them. One thing at a time, all right, boys? Let us get through each thing. You don't think that your mom has enough problems with this? You see a lot of that, though, don't you, Jen?
I do.
Yeah.
You have a lot of gay friends?
Not a lot anymore. When I was in Florida, I did, yeah.
You like to hang out with gay guys?
Love
Yeah.
them.
That was almost like a weird stereotype that a woman wants a gay friend, and I think it plays bad on women. You know what I mean?
There is. But there is something about... There's like a certain symbiosis that makes sense there. I don't know why it works the way it
Why
does.
aren't dudes hanging out with lesbians?
Yeah, it's not as common. It is not as common. I agree.
Thank you. Vito, you have one lesbian friend?
Yeah, I have one, Erica. She works over here. She's pretty cool.
Boy,
Seems like you shouldn't
way
have
to
outed her.
describe it, man.
It's a great relationship you guys
She's
have.
pretty cool.
Did you just out a coworker?
Yeah. No, she's out. She's Filipino. Nice girl, Erica.
No one asked about the
Stop
race.
saying Erica over and over. How come I don't know her if she works here?
No. I said works nearby. Oh, she works at Viacom.
He said
I thought she
fucking works here.
Works here.
Yeah,
I said works near.
You said works here,
works
bro.
near. Nobody would say she works near.
Oh, a good friend of mine lives near. And everything you say, Veto, it's a lie. That's why, here's my compliment to you, Chris.
Yes.
You lie less than Vito does.
Thank you. I do.
I'll supply Erica sometime.
That's creepy.
Chris, you have a legitimate gay friend.
No, I do not.
You have a legitimate black friend.
No, I don't.
All right, he's not woke.
He's really asleep.
What about Paperface?
Anybody here seen Paperface?
You have no proof that he's black.
By the way, Paperface is the best person I ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Is he coming to Thanksgiving?
Why does he ever hang out?
I'll invite him to Thanksgiving.
Please.
The fucking fact that we have to tell you.
That we want to see Paperface every day.
I thought we were going to have him on the show.
Yeah, what happened to that? I
Fucking
love
racist.
Paperface.
Yeah, here's the thing. Chris is his friend, but put a bag over your fucking face before you can hang out with us.
God.
That's what he
you
likes.
made him do that?
Paperface likes having the bag over his face. That's why he's called
It
Paperface.
made people feel fucking superior to him, though, at the last 101. Was that the last 101 that we've ever done?
I think it was, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what's better, 101 or Street Jokes.
Street Jokes we've done twice since then, I think.
We fucked up. Hey, that's that little razor I told you, the two fake special need guys.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people, the razors come back. A lot of people using them.
I don't think so.
I see on the street all the time.
I think skateboards are coming back more than anything.
Yeah. I see a lot of like guys in the bike lane, but like on longboards cruising.
Life in the bike lane. So many times I'm opening a fucking cab door and a bike guy goes swerving into traffic.
Terrifying.
And he'll yell at me. I go, I'm sorry, dude, I don't have a fucking rear view mirror in the back of a cab.
Yeah.
I'm just opening the door.
It's not a good system. We know
and
that
I get out fucking street side, no matter where I am. I like to get out in traffic. That way I'm closer to the other side of the street. Even if I have to come back. Oh, look at these little kids. They're handy capable. They're handy capable.
Hey, cutie. What the heck
And
was that guy wearing?
You don't have any. My two best friends, Black Earl Douglas and Fez Watley. Talk
See?
about being fucking woke.
You're woke as shit.
I'm friends with one gay guy and one gay black guy.
Oh, I didn't know. Didn't realize.
Earl's 49 and he never married. What's that fucking tell you?
Suspicious.
Never
right?
even been in a relationship as long as I've known him. So I'm stuck a couple people that complain, but never in a relationship. And Vito's bragging because his gay friend works near. It's unbelievable.
She works near.
I said
Nobody
she works
says
near.
that. Dude, have you
What does
ever
she
noticed?
do? Plumber?
No, she works in Viacom. Progressive.
IT? Go ahead.
How near?
I stepped on you.
Like 4 blocks away.
I stepped on you.
The works near thing made me think. Have you ever noticed this? This is people from the UK say this. I have a friend from Scotland who says that.
Wait.
But they'll say,
Wait, can I just say that? They're on holiday?
no, that's not the one.
They go to hospital?
That's one that's similar to this.
I hate
but go to hospital or she's in hospital, which is
Right.
weird. There's another one. I think it's actually Australian with someone. They say you fall pregnant instead of you get
I've
pregnant.
never heard that.
Australians say I fell pregnant or you will
That
fall
seems like
pregnant.
you don't want it to happen.
I know. You fell right into it. But this is one that is really weird. And my friend says this like, like, should we go out or do you want to come over to mine?
Oh,
Or like, come over to mine instead of saying my house. Or like, yeah, like he came over to mine and then we were, and you're like, over to mine. It's just it's such a weird thing.
Here's what I don't understand about the English, right? They invented the English language and then they can't even fucking speak it.
Yeah, very strange.
Anytime I'm with a fucking English person, I feel like a fight is going to break out. Like either an 1812 fight or a Revolutionary War fight. I kind of feel like English followed by Australians are the lowest of the white people.
English, that Australians are lower or English is lowest?
Australians are lower,
Yeah.
obviously. But I put Canadians up above English.
Oh, yeah.
By white people I don't mind talking to. It goes Irish, number 1.
Okay.
Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Welsh, Scots.
Yes, agreed.
No, you know what? Scots, Welsh.
Okay.
Because I saw a Scottish guy starting some shit the other night at the stand.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah. They like a little shit.
They do.
English and an Australian.
How about South African?
I said white people, Chris. White people. I don't throw Germans, Italians, French, Dutch in with white people.
What about people from New Zealand?
Interesting. I put them above Australians, oddly enough.
Interesting, yeah.
But I put them lower than white people from Antarctica. And the reason why is at least those dudes are scientists. They're doing the best they can. Why, do you consider the Dutch, because that's who South Africans are, to be white?
I didn't realize that. I didn't know there was the Dutch that was living in South Africa.
Jesus Christ, Chris.
Dutch descent. Yeah.
Apartheid, look into it. If not, you're doomed to fucking make it go again. Back in the 80s, right? There was a guy who said, I want you to come over and work at this casino for like a month or two, make fucking big money in South Africa called Sun City. And I'm like, Sun City is the fucking apartheid place. I'm not going to work in a place. He goes, no, it's totally different. I go, there's a fucking song with every rock star that we have. Rock and hip hop has come together that doesn't want to go to Sun City. I can't tell them that I've gone because the money's good. He's like, the Beach Boys played it. I go, the Beach Boys are dicks. You're looking for the Sun City song, right?
Mm-hmm.
First, he was doing it with his brain. Little Steven was on this. That was enough for me not to play Sun City. Bono was playing. I think Little Steven put it all together. Why can't we get volume, Chris? What's going
It's a
on?
lavish resort where you can relax and
Oh
enjoy.
my God! Could have been there and back.
I really don't want you to play.
Another 4 minutes on Sun City.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
How long altogether?
7:22.
No, that
7.5.
cannot be true.
All right, let's go back to saying good stuff about Chris Stanley.
Okay.
Really fast smoker.
Yeah.
Fast soda bread eater.
Very quick.
Good about losing gambling.
Sometimes, well, I can rebound from it, but in the moment, it hurts.
How about how funny you are when you run across the street on Periscope?
That's good. We like that about you.
I'm a good runner.
Well, that's not really what we said, but
You ate a whole pizza.
Three separate times, Ron. My darker times.
How about your hair has a mind of its own?
It's very strange.
Your hair from hour to hour changes so drastically. This is a completely different hairdo than when I said, "What happened to you? Did you get caught in the rain? What is this hair?" Now I don't know what this is. There's flips and twists. Very strange.
I wish I had control over it. I don't.
I don't want to play Sun City.
I love that song. I never heard it before.
So will you play Sun City?
That was the We Are the World of the 80s. We are the world. You're like, We Are the World, or Do They Know It's Christmas? Better.
Do they know it's Christmas?
I agree with you. Even though
I think it's kind of a better song.
We Are the World's kind of a terrible song.
Yeah.
I like what it's about, though, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The message is great.
The massage. Every song should have a good massage.
In the 80s, the East Coast rap stars put out a song called We're All in the Same Gang.
Yeah.
And that was about violence between people, and I really like that all-star collaboration.
Well, there was also a Canadian Stars, We Are the World.
Oh,
they
really?
did their own version.
I
of
didn't
it.
know that.
Something to do with, I think, Northern Lights or something crazy. See if you can find it. I know Bryan Adams was on it. I think Neil, Joni Mitchell.
Tears Are Not Enough, Northern Lights.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, Northern Lights. What are you waiting for, Chris?
It's coming.
And at the gates of every town.
He always wants to put the goddamn commercial on. Let's see if we can figure out who we all are.
Okay.
Anne Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Show how much we care. Right from the moment that we start. Seems like
That's nobody. That's a lumberjack.
Is that
Neil
Neil?
Young? Yeah. Bryan Adams.
every single day. We got to help it as we go. Oh, we can bridge the distance. Only we can make the difference. Don't you know that years are not enough?
Yeah, look, they only have like 8 of them.
They don't have enough. They're like just gonna cut back to Anne Murray, please.
Where's Bryan Adams at? Yeah. Up to me and you.
Ronnie Hawkins.
To make the dream come true. It's time to take our message everywhere.
They're so nice, Canadians. We should have had a couple hockey players in here. They said Geddy Lee. They raised over 800 loonies.
That doesn't seem like enough.
Yeah, it didn't help at all. They ended up just sending some back bacon. Yeah, we gotta get together. This is not enough, baby. Ask me for some kids. See, the 80s fucking cared about people enough
Yeah,
to
they
make
did.
songs for them. The 90s didn't make a fucking song for everybody, so the 90s blow.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. That's the me generation for you.
The meat generation, or me acts. Everybody get together. Ow! I wear my sunglasses at night. I think that's better than both the songs fucking put together. 800 loonies. They said it was almost one loony for every million people who live in Kent. They were very excited.
Not enough.
Well, they're happy with everything.
Oh, look.
What?
There was hockey players. They finally joined in at the end.
Because Wayne Gretzky comes fucking skating out. I think those were the only fucking three things that I don't think the Germans did. The Germans gathered together and then marched on Poland. If I was in Poland, I'd be like this all the time. Shh. Here's some. They back? Tell me if they're back. Well, there's Rand Paul, who did we find out why he attacked Vito?
No, we're still not to the bottom of this.
Still not known.
I mean, why does someone tackle you, your own neighbor? You know it's not political talk.
I know what could it be? A tackle is very specific.
And a tackle from behind. And a tackle hard enough to break 5 ribs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to tell you right now, we could probably all take turns kicking Chris in the ribs. Everybody gets one kick.
Please don't.
How many ribs do you think could we crack, if any?
I'm going to say we're going to crack 2, 3 at the top. Crack, not break. A break I consider a severe break where the rib separates from itself.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, we could try, but...
No.
Chris, it's an experiment.
Would you once go with the bit? It's yes and in this business.
All right.
Yes, break my ribs and
what also
else?
break my pelvis.
See, that's how you go with the bit, Chris.
The most painful bone to break, they say, is the pelvis.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
Least painful? Eye socket. Doesn't even bother you.
That cannot be true.
No. You break an eye socket and you're fine. A lot of people don't even know. I talked to a dude the other day. He had broke his wrist, right?
Mm-hmm.
But thought that he had just sprained it, so he didn't go to the doctor for like a month.
Oh, God.
And guess what? They had to re-break.
Oh, I don't understand, how anyone deals with that. You're just okay, and just breathe in. We're just going to break the wrist again.
Yeah, you don't want to show up to we're going to break this at 3:00 tomorrow. Can you be here? No, me. I'm going to be late. I'll be sitting in the fucking car screaming, "Don't take me in there." You don't understand. They want to break my wrist. If someone said,
insane.
If someone said, "Oh, you owe Bookie money. He's going to break your wrist." You're like, "Oh, thanks for telling me. I'll take a fucking train out of town and I'll be staying at my grandmother's friend's house, sleeping on the fucking floor of her basement." You're not going to go, "No, I'll be there tomorrow at 3. Can we do 2? That way I can get out and get some pasta." I go to a place that has a bottomless pot of pasta. Guess what? I found the bottom. Closing time. It's just not enough. We live up way up north here. Anyway, I loved all that stuff. I love raising money for stuff like that with a rock song. I love it when rock stars come together and leave their egos at the door.
Uh-huh.
I always take my ego in with me, though. Look at this Virginia race is going to be very, very close. And no one knows which way this is going to go. apparently Donna Brazil is trying to give it to Hillary Clinton. She says Hillary should get something. Did you see her last night? I forget which show she was on.
No, I
she
didn't
was
see her.
like, fuck everybody who doesn't like. She goes, this is my book. This is my point of view. You're like, don't you feel like you're hurting the party? She goes, I'm just telling the truth. I don't give a shit. She goes, you know what? I got fucking paid to run that party? Nothing. And now I'm going to take shit off Hillary Clinton? I always find her to be very attractive. I think she has a very later in life Muhammad Ali face. When
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali's face got puffy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but
God.
kind of gentle, like
Yeah,
and
gentle,
sweet.
but also,
Yeah.
you know, he could fucking punch. I tried to get him for Tears Are Not Enough, which I want to do on Thanksgiving. I want everyone to get together and sing Tears Are Not Enough.
Okay, not Sun City.
And I want to raise our money to repay Canada for the money that they gave to Africa.
That is so nice.
Yeah. I found a lot of that stuff. If you got food that just rotted on the docks. I remember hearing that. Please, we need to send some food to rot on the docks. Won't you call us today? We need everything. We need shower caps. We need erasers, those erasers that you can put on a pen or a pencil. We're going to need shoelaces. And any burnt toast that you possibly have. Burn it until it's black as coal. Do not crack it up. I want a full piece of toast, not shards. We need small puppies and old bowling balls. Go into your closet right now and see if you got an old bowling ball. Put a ski cap on it and then roll it to us right here at Tears Are Not Enough, Northern Lights, Canada. Just write Bill Canada. It'll get to me. There's not a lot of us up here. So let's raise money to pay back Canada for the money that they gave. Chris, you even remember what country they gave to?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
What?
Like, there's going to be problems there. Gail?
Ethiopia?
Thank you, Gail. Chris, rather than yelling out fuck, be happy for Gail.
I'm happy. Gail, I'm happy for you. I'm just...
You have a hard time relating to women and seeing them as being equal.
Apparently, I'm a giant misogynist. I didn't realize everyone thought that about me.
How did you not realize that?
Too busy with your misogyny, I guess.
You really don't think that women are equal. You like to do for them.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they need
That's
it.
that's a look down.
Mm.
Why? Because they're the weaker sex?
Is that what you call us?
Physically weaker, yeah.
Right.
And emotionally, too.
You're not going to be saying that when I'm cracking 2 to 3 of your ribs.
Guess what, Chris?
Yeah.
A woman happened to have won the New York Marathon
Thank
yesterday.
you.
Yeah, but it took
And
forever.
guess what? She was hot as fuck.
AF.
So now who's the racist? You are.
You,
I
Chris.
try not to be a racist, but it just comes
Really?
out. Yeah, yeah.
Because it comes easily to everyone else. They don't even have to attempt
You know
it.
what comes easily to Chris? The N-bomb.
Oh, my God.
I tried to figure out if anybody says the N-bomb more than Monroe Martin. And then he's doing this thing, N-bomb, 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 N-bomb. And then he tells the story of when a woman in the crowd called him that in Arizona, the ER kind.
Oh, God.
She just was and like he's a
Hard-
young guy, so he had never seen that shit. And he tells the story, and people are like, "Ooh!" But I was like laughing so hard because Monroe can't say shit that ain't funny.
Yeah.
So when he was saying what the woman was saying, I was like fucking busting up. It's because of him,
Yeah.
not because of her. But he felt like a crazy old white woman. Like the woman that they had to drag out for smoking
Exactly.
cigarettes. It was just going like this at the top with the cigarette.
How did she not think that this kind of
Because
taunting?
fucking that's what she's been doing to her husband all these years. I don't mean to be misogynistic here, but a lot of these women need their asses beat for speaking out.
That's equality.
I'm for equality for everything but Filipino women. And they know why. Or let me just change that to one Filipino woman. She knows exactly who she is. She knows exactly what she's done to me. Guess what? It's not over. It's not over, Kiki. We got to wrap this up, right?
Yes, we do.
Chris, I just found out this.
Yeah.
Tears are enough.
Oh.
So when you hear about something, just cry. You don't have to raise any money. You don't have to send anything. Just cry. What are you doing with all that bread? You want to have a... You just want to fucking gamble right now? How much money you got on you?
I have $18.
I've never seen you sitting around
Did
with
you
18
say turn
like that.
50 into 18? At least 50. Well, 18.
18.
You want to have an $18 bet on something?
I'll bet $18 on something. What he's got? What's the action? What's the juice?
So sad, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, turn this 18
how
into 36.
how easily you could just walk away with $18.
Yes. He goes, wait, why are we ending? I still have money on me. I want to keep playing. Did you want to plug something? Is that what you got the paper for?
GPS Toronto replays Wednesday at 4 p.m. and tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Deep Tracks Channel 27.
A lot of people wrote in and said, thanks for keeping that off demand.
It should be available on demand.
It should be.
It is available on demand.
I was told it was not.
Well, I'm going to double check with that and the Deep Tracks people.
Tears are not enough. Why didn't we put that on there?
I know, we should have.
I know we have a meeting, Chris. Do you mind if I go have a little quick cigar smoke?
That's more than fine with me.
Okay. And then I'll meet you at my house. I'll have the meeting from my house. You guys be together.
Okay.
I'll be at my place, probably sleeping. So just put a phone up next to me. And if I snore, that means don't do it. Okay. If I don't snore, do it. I love it.
Good. Got it.
All right, folks. Take a listen to this song, and then we'll see you again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!